has been already announced for the Creep IECon in, it's like, well, it says right down there, January 30th to February 1st of 2026. Already, I mean, the convention just ended yesterday, and they've already announced. In fact, they did it over the weekend. Bruce Campbell is going to be headlining Creep IECon 5. It's their 5-year anniversary. This will be the 5th Creep IECon. So they've had this. They've had 4, and they've had 3 of the aftermaths because the aftermath didn't happen the first year. So this will be like their 8th event, but their 5th year, right? No, it'll be their 9th event, but their 5-year anniversary. And I have heard that Bruce Campbell is just the tip of the iceberg. So very much.
I heard he's in some movies called Evil Dead. That's all I know about him.
Yeah, I don't know. He may be overrated. Who knows?
Who knows? We do have a message here that says you're echoing a bit. Who would that be?
Hard nipple ward is louder than you. Yeah, and that's, you know what? That's, I just thank you for that. And John, I hear you very loudly, but I don't. I'm like not hearing me. This is it. This audio stuff is so frustrating. Okay, let me see. Edit mic. John is set to automatic, and I am set to automatic.
Now you're watery. You went watery.
Oh, did I?
Now you're louder.
Okay. Man, goddamn this fucking thing. But I hear myself coming back through you. John, do you have an external speaker on anywhere over there at all? Or just your headphones?
Well, my headphones are in a speaker, but they're not on.
And the speaker's not, will you take your headphones off and check, make sure there's no audio coming in from your room anywhere? Do you hear any audio outside? Okay. Yeah.
No, these are plugged into the side of it.
Yeah.
So
no, I hear you. I just hear myself, and I don't know why. Let me try turning audio on. This is embarrassing, man. Okay. Well, how about now? How do I sound now?
I mean, to me, you sound fine, but it's to the others.
Yeah. Well, and I did that, and then I can't hear you now. Man. This program, I am telling you, I am going to have to get rid of this.
Flashes here. Or are you clicking on stuff? Because my screen is flashing a little.
Yeah, no, I was just changing settings.
Okay.
But man, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I've done everything. I've tested everything.
Well,
recording video.
And then one day you weren't.
I know. It's got to be StreamYard because I've done other things like with my editing program and my audio is absolutely fine. I have no issues.
Now I'm low.
Yeah. Now it did. It changed you and we did nothing, but it changed you. I'm telling you. Well, let me turn this off. Okay. Now how talk now, John.
Hey everybody. Hi.
Now you're back. You're still the same.
Hi.
Well, let me see. Let me go to audio. Okay, I'm on. Well, let me change over to this.
We're going to bring out a whole video of just working on sound.
Well,
just
YouTubers,
be like a 2-hour video of just adjusting volumes.
YouTubers complaining about YouTube. Red Letter Media just did that.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn off my automatic.
Oh my! I don't know what to do. I'm by myself now. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey. Hi. Oh, my screen's much bigger. Let's see. It should be more like that. There we go. I'm being adjusted, I see. Well, he can't come back. Well, everybody, to let you know, my birthday is on Wednesday, so if you guys want to buy me things, please let me know.
Hello.
Hello.
God damn it. don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, now it's showing my internet is low. Jesus Christ. I am telling you.
You're black. Did you turn out the lights? There you are.
Oh my God. I really don't know what's going on here. This is insane. Let me
Yeah,
turn
because
that
it
off.
has to be on your side because Balzer even said that you were low on my video, on my channel,
Yeah.
and that I
Well,
seemed
I
a little
was.
loud, but you were low. So there's got to be something there.
Well, I was, but I fixed everything after that. I watched like hours of videos on how to unfuck my microphones and stuff. And, you know, House of GFam, I've restarted the routers, I've unplugged them, I mean, like everything. It's fucking StreamYard. Both sound fine now? Okay,
All
cool.
right, thank you.
Thank you,
You know,
Masashi.
let us know if it goes bad again.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Thank you, Gab.
So microphone settings. So I turned off my auto adjust and I just turned my microphone up. That's where I'm at now. So if you guys can hear us both fine, we're going to leave it at that. But, it's a damn shame because all I did was I opened the, oh man, what did I do now? There we go. I opened up the picture thing again to show the picture, and then that's, I don't know. I'm so frustrated. Fat Samurai guy has been continuously having problems with StreamYard, so have I. Anyways, enough about like stupid StreamYard shit. As long as you guys can hear us, let's move on with the show. Man, John. Oh, you know what? Fuck. I'm scared. I was gonna do Funny Farm. I have all these pictures set up to do Funny Farm, but I'm not showing that shit. I'm not. It's gonna crash the show, man. It is absolutely gonna crash the show. So let's skip
but
on.
it's so
Let's
weird.
move.
You pay for it. I
Yeah.
don't, but I don't seem to have any problems with the pictures and all that.
I think I've got like 85 different things going on over here. I think it's maybe StreamYard just can't handle everything that they supposedly say
StreamYard
they can
can't
handle.
handle OGP.
No, they can't. They can't. Let's talk about The Conjuring. Let's just move on and talk about The Conjuring.
Never heard of it.
The Conjuring Last Rites. It's a little film, came out this past week, a few days ago. It is the highest grossing horror movie on an opening weekend in horror movie history. It is beat where it was at 190 million for the opening weekend. The Conjuring Last Rites is at 194 million dollars for the opening weekend. So the buffoons that have rated it a 57 on Rotten Tomatoes are just that. They're buffoons because these people, one, I think a lot of them are not fans of horror. And so they're like award shows. They never give awards to horror movies. They don't like to give awards to comedies. You know, you got to be artsy fartsy, you know, to get awards or respect. So I think a lot of these experts on Rotten Tomatoes shun horror for whatever reason. I don't know. But the fans have it at a 79. That's like almost an 8 out of 10. That's 7.9 out of 10. That is a fair score for this movie. I'm not sitting here saying this is the best in the franchise. I'm not saying it is the greatest movie of all time. It's a good movie. It's a solid movie. If you know The Conjuring, if you've seen all the movies, you understand what's going on, and what they do with the story is fine. People bitching about, oh, too much of Ed and Lorraine, like, no, you know what? That is The Conjuring. That is what this franchise is built on, is them. So I don't know. You can't please everybody. It's got a 6.5 on IMDb. That's a phenomenal score for IMDb. 194 million, as I had already said, at the box office. The cast, I mean, Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, and so on and so forth. They're all great. I very much enjoyed them. If this is their last Conjuring film, as this is kind of billed to be, that will be kind of disappointing. Director,
I've heard no.
Well, everything I've heard,
it's theirs, but they're going to do still the spinoffs.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. If it's Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga's last film, the Conjuring is not ending, but it's Ed and Lorraine's last film. And director Michael Chavez, who I've heard, I was like, is it Chaves? Is it Chavez? Is it Chavis? I've heard people pronounce it many different ways. Usually Chavez has a Z on the end, but I'm going to go with Chavez because that's what seems most accurate. But he did Curse La Llorona, which I hated. He did Nun 2, which I enjoyed, and Conjuring Devil Made Me Do It, which I thought were okay. And I think he's kind of proven himself with this film as a solid filmmaker. So, John, unfortunately, you have not had a chance to see this yet, have you?
No, I'll probably see it sometime this week, maybe
Okay.
like Thursday or Friday. Since it comes out in September, my birthday month, so I think I should go see a movie that's come out close to my birthday. So what are your takes on like Jeremy, Jans, and then you also have, of course, Cody Leach, and his thumbnail says the power of mediocrity compels you. So
Yeah.
these are obviously not very good reviews. What are your takes on
Yeah.
those if you've seen the reviews?
Oh, well, maybe you've missed my posts where I just went off on bozos like that.
I don't read anything.
Okay. Well, don't worry, because I don't watch
I-
anybody else's videos.
Say exactly. Tune up
turn-
John Ward audio.
Okay, well, let me do this. Here, I got you, John. Hang on. Boom, boom, boom. How about now? How are you doing, John?
Am I okay? Do I sound okay?
You sound about the same to me. Let me just turn you up a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hopefully that works. I turned John up. We're off automatic adjust now, and we're
Maybe you
on...
need to have like a professional sound mixer just sit there with you, just kind of off the screen, and he can adjust sounds as people say. John's low, and then he could turn me up. Oh no, now you're high, and then he could turn you down.
Yeah.
No, now John, and he'll just go back, with the little things.
Never had these fucking problems until a few weeks ago. Never. I mean, I spent, I don't know, hundreds of dollars on this mixer over here. So I can have, I mean, this is professional grade. You could, this is like, it's just, I don't know. I'm losing my mind with it. But hopefully that helped and everybody can hear us. So Jeremy Johns is idiot, and he just focuses too much on moving around. He looks like Elaine on Seinfeld trying to dance with all his fucking body movement. I just don't understand his fucking wannabe Michael J. Fox ass. Fucking flailing around everywhere. Here's the thing. Guys like Jeremy Johns and some of these other reviewers, they're just looking for shit to bitch about. When the audience loves the movie and you come in and go, oh no. And Jeremy Johns, I forget what he said, but one of his problems, I lost my shit with it. But what I've heard from reviewers is that they're complaining about the amount of time the story spent with Ed and Lorraine. And they want more of the other family that was being haunted. I get that. And they're complaining about the runtime. This is billed as the last movie for Ed and Lorraine. Of course we're going to get a lot of Ed and Lorraine. Are you stupid? I mean, what kind of an idiot thinks, oh, the last Conjuring movie with Ed and Lorraine is not going to be focused on Ed and Lorraine? And then, who was the other one? That was Jeremy Johns. The other one you mentioned,
Cody Leach.
Cody Leach. I did not watch his, but there's or was it Cody Leach? Maybe it was somebody else. One of these other reviewers who's just a fucking retard. They complained about the amount of shadows. Oh, they used a lot of shadows to try and make it look spooky. It's a fucking ghost story. What do you expect? It's a haunted house. Are we not supposed to have shadows and fucking dark, scary rooms? It's a fucking haunted house. What is wrong with these people and the bullshit they come up with to bitch about in these movies? There's nothing fucking wrong with having a lot of shadows. And the phone was being pulled into the room. It was dark, so you couldn't see. No fucking shit. That you're supposed to. It's the unknown in that room that's supposed to scare the audience, and that's what a ghost fucking story is. So I don't know. I am so sick and tired of all these expert reviewers. They're just looking for bullshit reasons to complain. They're going, you know what? This is the fourth installment of a horror film, of a horror franchise. The fourth film, well, the 10th overall in the franchise, but the fourth Conjuring. It can't be good. There's no way it's going to be good because it followed The Devil Made Me Do It, which was bad. And it's got the same director, so there's no way this can be good. Well, bullshit. It's a decent movie. You know, it really, it's not that bad. And these people coming out, they're nitpicking it for whatever fucking reasons. And they've lost all credibility with me. All of these reviewers. I'm not going to watch them anymore because I like to watch them because I like to see, you know, usually, am I right? Do people agree with my point of view on this stuff? Or am I way out in left field? And I don't know. I don't know if I can do it anymore because a lot of these guys, they're just bullshit reasons. So, but now talking about how the success the Conjuring Last Rites had, slashfilm.com came up with 5 reasons why they feel the film did so good. And one, a lot of excitement for the film. It was announced, you know, like a year ago, and people have just been excited and very much wanting more Conjuring. The Conjuring is, whether you like it or not, I'm not you, but anybody in general, like it or not, The Conjuring is one of the best franchises in horror movie history. It just is. When you look at all of the films, there's a lot going on there. So, excitement for the film. It promised to end to the Ed and Lorraine story. People love The Conjuring in general, and horror movies have been pretty darn good, and Warner Brothers is on a roll. Those are the 5 reasons for the success of the film. I've been on a rant here, John, and I know you haven't seen the film, so I kind of, you know, went off. But what are your thoughts? Do you think? Do you have any idea why this film may have made so much money, or what the excitement level is about?
I would agree with a lot of what you're saying. I mean, it's a good series that has its hits and misses. I think it has more hits than misses. I don't think even though I didn't like The Devil Made Me Do It, I did enjoy that director's other movies. I mean, I did like La Llorona. I even like his short film that he did that got him the job. I mean, he's a James Wan protege, and you could definitely see it. So I will be seeing it. I gave The Devil Made Me Do It, I think it was like 3 chances, and it just didn't do it. It's too. I mean, there is an original case. It was the very first time the devil was brought up in a courtroom, that the devil made somebody murder somebody. And that, to me, was more interesting than trees going through windows and lightning and shadows and beds spinning around and all this crap inside a jail. To me, that courtroom that's just more interesting. Is this guy telling the truth or not? It kind of sounds like, what is it? The Exorcism of Emily Rose is kind of like what it could have been. But I like him as a director. I have no problem with him at all. I liked The Nun too. I thought it was better than The Nun.
I agree.
And so, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. So I think it's going to win out because it was either that or the new Spinal Tap movie, because I'm a huge Spinal Tap fan. But I think I'm going to go for Conjuring because it's something that you should see on the big screen.
Okay.
So no, I get it. It's just some films click, and this clicked, even with the last one not being great. So it's timing, it's the mood, it's people are probably still in that Weapons mood. They're just that they just want good horror now. Yeah. And then there's The Conjuring. So, it makes sense.
We have had some great horror come out this year. And You know, and the deal is, The Devil Made Me Do It. It is quite a fall off from The Conjuring 1 and 2. From the first two to that one, it is very, uh, it's just a different film. It's not nearly as good. So I think a lot of people were just expecting that. But I don't know. This is getting, from experts, it's getting a lot of hate. I was looking, just for shits and giggles, the last couple nights, I looked at the theater to see, to see if I wanted to go. And it was selling out. My theater never sells out. There's a lot of times where I am the only person in the theater. I'm the only one there watching movies by myself, and I love that. It's been selling out. So people are loving The Conjuring. Now, we'll see how it goes. They're saying now it could make $500 million and maybe possibly be the most successful horror film. I guess technically, I think it's already the highest grossing horror franchise in history. So that's cool. But man, I'm telling you, I love The Conjuring. I love Insidious, and not too long from now, we get an Insidious film that all the reviewers are probably going to want to shit on. So
are we getting a new Insidious? Because that's I like that series better, but I like both.
Yep.
I'm more of an Insidious person. You can't trust a lot of these guys. Like, I'm a huge Red Letter Media fan. I've been following them for years, and then all of a sudden they did a Mr. Plinkett episode about 2 weeks ago, maybe about a week ago, where, and you know what I'm talking about. I mean, if you watch the show, you know who Mr. Plinkett is. It's Mike being Mr. Plinkett, and he complains about Star Wars movies. So he, which are very funny. It's what put them on the map. But he defended the Acolyte. And that's like, what? You made fun of the prequels. You made fun of other things. But you're somehow defending the Acolyte? And I think...
Oh, no, Andor was the one that everybody liked, huh?
And people seem to like Andor. I don't know. I guess so. I just think kind of like, who cares? I mean,
yeah,
big deal. But it's like, and I think it was Nerdrotic who brought it up. It was either Nerdrotic or Critical Drinker who sat there and said, yeah, Red Letter Media was defending the Acolyte. But I watched it before I heard that. So I don't know if I could trust them. Jeremy Jans, he like praised basically Nobody 2, which I didn't like. And you just get these people that just say that films are like I had one guy, I'm blanking on his name, but I watch him and he normally does horror movies and you know, like found footage films and stuff, and I really like his stuff. And then all of a sudden he got to interview the director and the cast. Like, he was in that room where the cast and crew just goes from room to room. And he got to interview him, and he told the audience, no, I like the movie. This is my honest opinion of it. I feel that I need to state this. Is it really? I mean, if I didn't like a movie, but I got to interview the director and the cast and crew, I might like it a little bit more, because you're getting that privilege.
Oh, so you would be biased. You would definitely be biased.
Yes. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Can you really trust a lot of these people anymore? And it's, especially with Red Letter Media with the Acolyte, that is just amazing to me that they would defend it. And because normally the Mr. Plinkett stuff is very funny. I mean, it's because he's very dark, very gloomy. Well, he always starts off the things of, like the Acolyte is the most depressing thing I've ever seen, except for my son committing suicide. And then it would go on, and that's kind of the tone of the entire thing, and how he keeps women imprisoned in the basement, and it's just, there's this whole thing. They became like famous for these reviews, but now I can't trust them.
Yeah. Well, we gotta reel it back in. We're on and deservedly so on a tangent. But it's with these reviewers, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinions. I just hate when I feel like their opinions are biased because of maybe they're getting something or they're getting paid from somebody or something like that. So I'm with you. The trust is a tough one.
Well, I'm sorry. The last one I'll say is, of course, Mr. Sunday Movies, on how they praise Alien Earth.
A lot of people love Alien Earth, so I'll disagree with you on that one, just because a lot of people love it. A lot of people do.
They're idiots.
So, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Even if they're
So,
wrong.
The Long Walk is coming out in theaters this week, directed by Francis Lawrence, who directed Constantine, and then he also directed like some Hunger Games. And it's an hour and 48 minutes of walking. I am very concerned. I don't know.
It's not. It's based off of a Richard Bachman book, so it's a good novel. It's good.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't know if I can take an hour and 48 minutes of people walking.
Are you not going to see the Running Man because he's running?
I have seen the original Running Man, and it's not all running.
So
These
maybe
people are
the
told.
Long Walk isn't all
I
walking.
guess I know, and that's what I'm hoping for. But I we'll see. We'll see. So that's what's coming out this week. Also, yeah, as you mentioned, what was that other the music movie that's coming out this week?
Spinal Tap 2.
Spinal Tap. I've never seen the first. I don't get two shits.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's one of the best mockumentaries ever made.
Yeah, you know me in comedies. So I'm good on that, but that's coming out this week. And I didn't mention it because it's not a horror. But yeah, man. Do you think you'll drop the coin to go see The Long Walk, John?
I probably will. Yeah.
Okay, then don't be all mad at me for saying I don't want to go spend an hour and 48 minutes watching somebody walk.
It's not a Dustin Ferguson film.
Well, no, I don't. I believe it would not be that. But anyways, we got to. We hopefully we're past the bullshit that we were dealing with. We got to liven this bitch up a little bit. Yes, it is time for Funny Farm Fuck It Fuckery. Somebody had asked what I was drinking. This is a Monster, a juice Monster Pacific Punch. It tastes like Hawaiian Punch. It's pretty good, but it's gone. I changed things up. We're gonna look at these like this. Hopefully, this is big enough to see them. But here we go. Cracker Jack, always a surprise. Look at the little girl got herself a pair of brass knuckles
Oh,
out
that's
of the
awesome.
cracker. You
Good for her.
don't get good quality toys like that in
Not
your,
anymore. Well, they're
Cracker Jack
plastic. Back
nowadays.
then, they used to be metal, die-cast metal.
And nowadays, most of the time, Cracker Jack. I don't know when the last time you've had them. They're just the little water fake tattoo things. They're not even fun anymore. Taylor Swift going down the aisle at her wedding. This made me laugh way harder than it should, because the joke is always Taylor Swift complaining about global warming, but then she gets on her private jet and flies everywhere. So there she is flying down the aisle at her
Talk
wedding.
about something I don't give a shit about. My God,
Right.
people are insane over this stupid thing about her getting engaged. Who gives a fuck? Jesus.
I have a long history of hating Taylor Swift, and any of the legends that are watching that have been around for a long time know I passionately hate Taylor Swift. Here's just something awkward just for everybody to enjoy.
I would watch that. I would go to see that.
Look at that. David Hasselhoff. What would you call that? Super sack? Super crotch?
I like Super Sack.
That's a tough one right there. That is a tough one right there.
He's definitely got the hair. And I'm not talking
my
about on his
goodness.
head.
Right. Well, and what about this one? I think you sent. Did you send me this, John, or I don't? David Hasselhoff.
Hey, you Baywatch guys.
Yes, David Hasselhoff. Very funny. Anytime anybody mixes sloth with whatever, it's usually funny. And here we go. Her. I usually don't do this. 5 minutes later. And if you don't get the reference, imagine a girl going like this. I usually don't do this, but And the last one, this is actually a picture that I took myself. I saw the sign. I did not create the sign. I just saw it. And I had to pull my car over to take a picture of this because this is one of the funniest billboards I have ever seen in my life. It's for a heating and air company. It says, "The hotter you are, the quicker we come."
Nice.
That is brilliant. That is amazing advertising. That is brilliant advertisement right there. I would hire that company just for that billboard. That is amazing. So there you go. That is this week's Funny Farm fuckery, and it's PHO, pronounced pho.
Pho.
There you go. Like the Vietnamese food. So man. Okay, we gotta talk about a few other things, but I do want to say hello to everybody, being we're already 35 minutes in.
Oh
so
yes, I have a comment on one of the posts, so let's do this.
Deadpool Fanatic says, "What's up?" It is indeed Deadpool. Where is it? It's
vamp time.
It is vamp time. What's up, Deadpool? How you doing? And Gail is here. Gail messaged yesterday saying that he was going to be able to join us tonight. That's very good. I'm glad. Saw The Conjuring last rites. I enjoyed it, and screw Rotten Tomatoes. Very good. I'm with you, Gail. Masashi, what's up? Jeff, what's up? House of G fan. Nocturnal. Nocturnal, did you go to Creep IE? Were you there Saturday? I didn't see you. And how was Creep IE? So again, if I did not say, I had a great time, and I'm very much looking forward to the one in January, February. And let's get past some of the sound stuff. Daniel, what's going on? And Terry, Michael McNally, Hard Nipple Ward is louder than you. That's
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Balzer. Let's see here. Next video should be OGP's DIY sound engineer. I know. Just fucking tell me about it. Why did I spend hundreds of dollars to get a mixer
Sometimes
and have these problems?
The more that's what if you look at cars that were made like 30 years ago, they never break down. But cars today, because they're all electronic, one thing breaks and the whole car breaks.
Yeah, and that's the way StreamYard is built. Yeah. Fluffy said it's Conjuring. It's the ghosts. In fact, the nun is up here on the wall. I do have a big poster of the nun. She's haunting me. Christian's in the house.
Hey,
what
Christian.
up? Balzer says happy birthday, John.
Thank you very much.
Christian's birthday is tomorrow. Oh, very nice.
Oh, happy birthday.
And Peekaboo. Oh yes, I think that's me coming back. Christian says happy birthday to John.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Happy birthday to
yes,
you.
it was the John Ward show. Yes, it was.
And I froze and I didn't know what to do.
There you go. Yeah. Let's see here. OGP, what you drinking? And so that's what I just mentioned a minute ago is the punch. Could you imagine if horror revives big Hollywood? You know what I'm telling you. Horror, to me, I don't give a shit about most movies that come out in Hollywood nowadays. I just look forward to horror, and with these type of numbers, man, Hollywood is going to have to take a second thought about how they treat the horror genre, because horror is making some big bucks this year. Christian, oh, there you go. How was Creep IE? Just talked about that. Let's see here. Turn on, and Nate in the Cosmos. What's up, Nate? How you doing?
Oh, that's old. Hey,
Christian is seeing it tomorrow.
Conjuring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox says I spit a little bit. Yeah. No, Jeremy Johns. I don't get it. And he does all this shit talking about movies, but he can only think of one thing to say at a time, and then he has to cut, and it goes from this to this, and in this, because he can't say more than one line at a time without editing and then putting his shit together. I used to respect him. I used to watch his reviews and decide if I wanted to see a movie. Now he's just a tool.
Oh yeah, I think the same thing with Chris Stuckman, and I hate that his first film that he directed is actually being picked up by Neon, I think it is, and it's like fuck that guy, that guy.
Neon is on a roll. It's got to be good if Neon's picking it up.
I can't. I won't watch it, so I don't like him.
There you go. Masashi Damn OGP is a little upset about the reviews. Yeah, they piss me off. Because they're disrespecting horror, and it's not just this film. It's horror movies in general. They shit on, and I'm so tired of it. OGP versus Jeremy Johns in a street fight. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He'll be all like, oh, I'm going to get you, OGP.
Doing the Jeremy Jones dance.
Yeah, there you go. Fluffy wants me and him and Wet Movie One and Cinestalker to spend a night in the Poltergeist house. Hey, man, it's funny. I was just telling my wife about that, like the fact that you can now rent the Poltergeist house out to spend the night there. Adam the Woo just did it. Other YouTubers have done it. It was on an episode, one of the more recent episodes of Ghost Adventures. They spent the night in that house. So I don't know. To me, if Ghost Adventures made it seem like that is the most haunted house on the planet, which not really. It was just the movie was shot at that house. I know there was a lot of bad things that happened along that movie. A lot of people died that were involved with that movie. But I don't know. It might be fun just to say you spent the night in the Poltergeist house, just like I would love one day to spend the night in Buffalo Bill's house, even though that was, not haunted. So
You could be
John,
down the well.
would you want? Yeah. Oh no, they have like a basement with like the well down there. I think it's
sweet.
fake. They have a thing, but I mean, it's Buffalo Bills it's the one they shot the movie at. So that would be a lot of fun. Now, would you spend the night in the Poltergeist house, John, or would you be too scared of ghosts and whatnot?
I don't believe in ghosts, so I would have no problem with doing it.
Yeah, you won't. You'll believe in them when they kill you.
Yeah, kill me to death.
When they
Is that
kill
what
you to
they're
death, yeah. Korean and Japanese horror movies have been crushing Hollywood horror movies for over 20 years. Y'all need to expand your masochism world. I love Korean horror. Japanese, I'm coming around. But I love Korean horror films. One of my favorite movies of all time is I Saw the Devil. Train to Busan. My post. No, it's still right there. You can kind of see the corner of it. That's a Train to Busan poster right there because I love it that much. I love Korean horror. So I am definitely with you there. Hollywood horror movies are garbage. There are some good ones. There are some bad ones, but this has been a pretty good year. We did have The Worst Omen and the Exorcist Believer, but that was in the last couple of years, but we've had some good stuff this year. So I see them reading it, but they don't want to admit it. Admit what? That Korean and Japanese movies are good. Japanese. There's some, and then there's more that I need to watch. But I own several Korean and Japanese.
Remember back in the day, we used to think that the British made the most intelligent and sophisticated movies ever made, and then we started getting their crap movies that they didn't want people to see. So every country has its bad movies. So there's bad J horror. There's bad Australian. There's bad. Everybody has bad movies. We just don't see them because that's not what's imported.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I thought you were done. At what point in history did we feel like British people made great movies?
Like the 80s. So there when we were getting imported all the very kind of sophisticated, British movies, with the rich people wandering around and it's a Passage to India type stuff or A Room with a View, these types of films where they thought, we're British, our shit don't stink, and then all of a sudden we started to smell it because more and more bad movies kept coming out, and like I said, that's from everywhere. So.
Well, there's good and bad everywhere. Yep. Gail says some people shouldn't give opinions because they don't know shit about horror movies. For my 60 plus years, don't agree with Rotten Tomatoes and their criticism. See, and that's my thing is look at the fan score. And I understand you're going to put your experts, but when you have like 140 experts versus over 2,500 fans and the experts shit on it, but the fans love it, there's a problem. And that's why, Rotten Tomatoes has been a joke for years, but it's one of very few gauges that we have to kind of, judge these things. We can look at IMDb. We can look, at, I don't know where else, but I mean, there's a very few places to look. So when you want to know scores, well, I mean, we can look like at the scores on Letterboxd to how people are grading it there. But to me, I care what the fans think, and if the fans are happy with the product that was put out, don't you think the filmmakers made this movie for the fans? They definitely didn't make it, for some basement dwelling ass fucks that just want to complain about everything. They made it for the fans. So yeah, I'm with you, Gail. The chemistry between the lead actors is perfect in the Conjuring films. Excellent casting. Oh no, and it's so funny because you have the Conjuring and you have Insidious, and we love James Wan, and James Wan loves what's his name, Patrick Wilson. Hey, I think he's great. It's funny because the films are very similar in their ghost stories, but Patrick Wilson is phenomenal, and Vera Farmiga and her sister in The Nun is great too. I think it's fine, and I love one of the things, and I don't want to get into spoilers about The Conjuring Last Rites because it is just come out, but you've got what is billed as the last story for Ed and Lorraine Warren, and we're moving on from them. So this film, in addition to showing their exit from the franchise, is introducing you to where the franchise is probably going to go. And I thought that was great. I really think they introduce us to characters that you may or may not like. I liked them, and maybe that's where the franchise is going to go. I don't know, but I think it's been great. So,
in 5 years it's going to be first rights, The Conjuring first rights, and then it will be second rights, third rights.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not, man. Or the Conjuring Legacy, or the Conjuring. What do they call them now? What's the Bloodlines? Conjuring Bloodlines. Because everything's Bloodlines now,
I
right?
hate that title and things now. Yeah.
Gail agrees with the Korean and Japanese films. What's up, everyone? Is your Fragrance Boy here? Well, hello, Fragrance Boy.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Hey.
Some horror films from Indonesia are also good. Shudder has some. So, and I have gotten from Wellgo USA some Indonesian films too. And Indonesia, I won't put them up there with Korean or Japanese films. They're working on it. They definitely are. So there are a handful. Most are garbage. You're talking about the Indonesian stuff. Masochism. Sorry, I just hadn't got caught up to you yet. Hopefully you stuck around to actually hear me respond. I tend to like classic horror films from Spain. Also some newer stuff. Europeans have made great horror films. Spanish, Italians, Germans. There's been some great horror come out of Europe. Masashi, so here you go, John. Masashi says Alien Earth is a good show.
I don't tell people that they're wrong, but in this case, I'm sorry, dude, you're wrong. It's not an Alien franchise. I mean, it's not an Alien series. It's a Blade Runner series. The last episode was Wannabe Alien. It was Alien Light. It's not good. This is not good. I think what people do is James Bond comes out. Oh, it's wonderful because it's James Bond. No, it can stink even if it's James Bond. Star Wars came out. It's great because it's Star Wars. No, it can suck too. Just because something is, it doesn't make it good. And Alien has definitely had its hits and misses, that's for sure. And this is one. Sorry, dude. Yeah. I'm sorry.
But everybody has the right to their opinion.
Even if it's wrong.
Blackbeard, OGP, can I help you with StreamYard? It has a new option called People on the High Side. Click that, unclick audio mic adjust for everyone, and then increase the mic. So Blackbeard, thank you. That's what I've done. I took off the auto adjust for both of us, and I just pumped up our volumes. Hopefully it's working, but thank you, Blackbeard. These guys have never seen Come and See or Stalker in the shows. Masochism, man, on a rant before we even got there. Give us a break, Masochism. Give us a break. We hadn't addressed any comments yet. Wicked Network, what's up, Wicked?
Hey, hey.
And Sean 420, I do love some Pumpkinhead. That is a phenomenal franchise there as well. And yes, what you're asking for does have a name. It does. It does. Let's see here. Gail loves Pumpkinhead. We all love Pumpkinhead.
We do.
Chucky Punch. Man, I don't know what a Chucky Punch is. Unsubbing. Fluffy, you blocked me? Unsubbing from you as well. What? Man, masochism. What's going on over there? What
Man,
is going on?
You got a cute little kitty in your profile. What's happening?
Yeah, what have we done? We didn't get to your comments quick enough, so you're very angry. All I agreed with you 100%. I didn't say anything contrary.
Well,
but I just didn't get there fast enough, I guess.
My thing with the comments and who I wanted to get to is him. It says we all know that we all know it's Stephen King.
Oh,
you don't need to say Richard Bachman. Okay,
I
well, first
passed
of all,
over that one on purpose, but okay, go ahead.
We do need to say it's Richard Bachman because they're different. It's the same writer, but a totally different writing style. So The Running Man, The Long Walk, Rage, Thinner, all of those that are written as Richard Bachman are much more violent and gritty. And they're basically things that his regular publisher would not allow him, to publish through his normal publishing company. So he invented the name. He actually goes by one other name too. There's that he's only done a couple short stories for, but it's important too, which is why I know why they don't do it, but I wish that they would say Richard Bachman. The Long Walk, I'm surprised even was made, especially with all the shootings and especially with kids being shot. That's the whole idea. If you don't walk, you get murdered. And these are supposed to be teenagers that it's happening to. And so it was a book that, for a long time, they weren't going to make into a movie. So, so I do think it's important to differentiate the two. So, because they are different styles. They're kind of different writers in a way.
Okay. Dude, Poltergeist House is like $800 a night. Yeah, I'm not spent. Even if the four of us went there, that would still be $200 a piece. I'm not doing that. I would. And
nothing would happen. You'd spend that much money for nothing happening.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it would be to have fun, hanging out with friends in the Poltergeist house, to make videos and stuff. It wouldn't be about.
We could have an orgy, and it would be free.
I'm gonna have second thoughts about going out hanging out with you now, John. I don't want to have an orgy with other guys. What's up with that?
I just cleaned the floor and put plastic down.
Okay.
I got a lot of
plastic.
body oil.
Plastic. What are you gonna? Oh, Jesus Christ! I thought you were gonna take me out like Dexter style, wrap me up in plastic. Yeah. But let's see here. Mr. Bones, what up, Mr. Bones says Chucky Punch is a new flavor of Fanta with Chucky on it, and striped like his shirt. Okay.
Oh yeah, Jonathan had that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he said you could get it at Five Below.
Oh, that's right. I remember him saying that.
Yeah, but there's Michael Myers and I think a couple other people too.
Okay. I have no idea who Fluffy Masochism is. By all means, okay. Enough with the negativity. We're moving on from all that. If Masochism isn't happy, I apologize, but we're moving on from the angriness. I'd like to wish the late great Paul Naschy a happy belated birthday.
Yes, one of the best, one of the absolute best.
Sound. I had to turn on superhuman hearing on these gaming headphones to hear y'all. Sounds like John, a radio host. Ah, man. I don't know what's going on.
There is a little bit of an echo to me because of the room that I'm in. I've tried to pack it full of stuff too, but I do have it on like canceling, like
he's
background
saying,
noises and stuff.
Mr. Bones is saying low. He had to turn it up loud.
Oh.
So this is what's it's frustrating because I watch the viewers and we keep dropping. So obviously we're having issues coming through, and that sucks. I hate that because I spend so much time trying to make this right. But I apologize. If the volume sucks. But let me I'm going to turn mine up even more. There we go. Bob, I am. And let's see where John, where's your level at now? Where do I have you? Mic settings. Oh, you're already there. So we're both out of 200. We're both at 190 right now. So, let's see here. I hear The Long Walk is very good and has some disturbing moments. John, it's okay to like Alien Earth. Just let go your unwarranted hatred. Well, there you go.
No.
Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of people like it. A lot of people do.
And they don't know what they're talking about. That's like saying Ironheart is good. It's not. It sucks.
Ironheart.
Marvel show.
Okay, so John and I differ in the belief that no matter what I feel with a movie or a show, everybody has the right to like everything they want. Where apparently John.
No, because if you like this stuff, then they make more of it. They don't learn from their mistakes. If everybody says, I love Alien Earth or The Acolyte or Ironheart, then they just keep making the same garbage. You need to not use your wallet on these things or not view them on streaming, so then they don't make this garbage anymore. Otherwise, they just keep making it. Nobody watched Rebel Moon. Guess what? We never got part 3. So it's not, even though I heard it was only supposed to be 2 parts, but I heard that they were going to do a part 3 if 2 did well. It didn't do well. So they're not going to make it.
But let's take a step back. And John, you know what you like, and I know what I like. And for Alien, it would probably be very similar. But looking at the audience that they are targeting, that audience is liking it. So there's a lot of people. Now, maybe they're not Alien purists, or they're not, as versed in the Alien franchise as, somebody like yourself. But they're liking it. I understand where you're coming from, but if they're making a product,
I now have a mustache. I now have a mustache.
I was going to get to that.
The mustache is superior to everything. I am a mustache man, at least for a week. This is the birthday mustache. The mustache, yes, goes over everything. It's that simple. It really is. It's like I'm like up here.
Did you go to a mustachery to get that taken care of?
No, I did it myself.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yes, Chucky, Michael Myers, Grabber, and Freddy Fazbear, or however you say that. I found Chucky today. Need the rest. Okay, nice. And so maybe a trip to Five Below is in order to try some of those. Maybe a fun video to do trying those. Let's see here. Fonzie, yo, what's good, legend? I guess I won't see that poster again. No, Fonzie, I got it right over here. No, I'll play him, but it is a badass poster. Fonzie has this poster that has almost everybody from the Conjuring universe signed on it. It is a gorgeous poster that What Movie One had a creep eye and got an autograph added for him there. So. But I love it. I love me some Conjuring, and I would love a poster like that on my wall. But it'd be easier just to steal yours from What Movie One. I definitely could run faster than him. Now the trip and sound is solid. Okay, good.
So maybe it's a little bit you, a little bit them. Could
Yep, not sure. Not sure at this point. It's just I think next week we're going to try no auto levels. We're just going to turn it up and do it like we're doing right now. Because I just to make sure that StreamYard is putting it through, I have my mixer turned up to like about 90% as well. So I don't know. So John, I sent a video to you and Jonathan for a review of Chucky 4, Bride of Chucky. And you guys recorded that already?
Yes, but I have not seen it, and I asked Jonathan if he saw it, and he said no. So no. Thank you for sending it and doing it, but neither one of us have watched it yet.
Hopefully he downloaded it, because if he didn't, the download expires tonight. So hopefully he's downloaded it. Anyways, when I recorded that, I had no audio issues at all. And it's different software. My audio came across beautifully.
beautifully.
And I mean beautifully. So, Fonzie, I love the Conjuring universe as well. I love it all. The only one I don't like is Curse of La Llorona. Other than that, I like them. Even though some are not as good as the others, I still like them. Mario's, what's up? I'm not doing so good. My dad is in the hospital. He had a stroke and a heart
no.
attack.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
man, Mario. That stinks, Mario. I hope
Very sorry.
your dad gets better real quick. I hope he bounces back from this. That is terrible news.
Yeah.
Mario, and we were even going to mention, we're going to talk about The Unborn tonight because you recommended it, Mario. We both watched it. So, man, gosh, I hope maybe next week we hear good news from you, Mario, that your dad is on the
Yeah,
on the
sending
mend.
out good thoughts to you and your family. So
Yeah, let's see here. Masochism is not blocked. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm not. We're not doing that. Skyla's in the house. What up? Hi, OGB
Hey,
and John. Please keep chatting away. You're both awesome. Many
Thank you.
countries around the world have amazing horror movies. Not just Asia and USA, even Morocco and Iran. And Skyla, I remember you. Is it a girl walks alone at night or something like that you recommended?
Oh yeah, that's
And I
yeah.
think that is like from Iran, right? So
Yeah.
no, Skyla is very correct. Skyla knows what's up. She knows her horror. She knows her movies in general.
Sometimes you just got to do some research. Like when I was watching a buttload of zombie movies, I was looking at them from all around the world, and Billy Zane was in 2 of them from Greece.
Oh,
They're like the
wow.
only
That's
2
cool.
zombie films that are from Greece, and he's Greek, so he's in both. One's a sequel, and they were really good. But yeah,
Nice.
you got to do a little bit of research and see if you could find them. And yeah, there's a lot of great movies out there that we have no idea about unless you do the work.
Yeah. So Skyla and I a while back did a video together, and I miss doing videos with Skyla. Hopefully she can get back to a point, with everything she has going on to where we can collaborate again. But Skyla and I did a video where we went through the best movies of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s, and we ranked the decades of horror movies. So, and we came up with that the 80s is the best decade of horror movies. Most people agreed with us. Then the 70s was second best. Then I think the 2000s were the third best. Then the 90s, then the 60s, and then the 2000 teens. So, because I mean, the 2000s, you're introduced to The Conjuring, you're introduced to Insidious, you're introduced to Saw, you're introduced to a lot of good stuff. So, but that was a very, very fun video going through all those decades. I had a lot of fun with Skyla. So, Skyla, hopefully you're doing well. And let's see here. J-Dub, is that Monopoly Man stash for a movie role? That's a good question, John. Are you doing a movie with that Monopoly Man mustache you have going on there?
No, I was all shaggy and hairy in this area, and so as I was shaving everything off.
In this general area right here?
Yeah. And I was in a film that hasn't come out yet where I play an orderly, and I'm supposed to be a dickhead orderly. So I asked the director, and I completely shaved, like it was skin. It's not furry like this, completely skin. And I said, can I have a mustache? Because I want to have like the dickhead mustache. And he goes, yeah, certainly. And so I had to keep it for about a week or so, week and a half. People gave me compliments. I don't think it looks great, but I just thought, well, why not have a birthday mustache? Why not just have it yesterday, and then just kind of continue it through Sunday of next week, and then I just shave it off.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
So, but
I
thank you for asking.
like to stay pretty standard with the facial hair. Although I did go today and got me a nice little haircut. So I look all
You look like a hippie.
so I look all pretty for you when I get out there.
That's why we're having the orgy.
There you go. Well, I hate to break it to you, but yesterday when I showed up at Creep I Eat, because Wet Movie 1 thought I was not going to be there. He thought I was not going to see him, or he was not going to see me. And I'm not sure if you saw his video yet or not, but I gave Wet Movie 1 a stiffy when he saw me. He got all excited. And then I followed that up with a nice reach around for him. So,
oh my God, I am so jealous. If
yes,
it was
yes,
anybody
don't mean
else, I
to,
wouldn't care. But Wet Movie 1, No, that's not fair.
Yeah, and Adam the Woo and Cool Duder were right there to watch, to witness the whole
Damn
thing.
it.
They saw it all go down. Yeah.
One day.
Thank you guys. I hope you like that movie. Mario, good news on that front. Yes, I think I enjoyed it. We'll talk about it here in just a few moments. Skylar says, I'm getting there slowly. Had a few health issues I had to deal with, but getting better. If it's not my foot, it's my Achilles, my back. I'm resting, which is good listening to OGP and John. Skylar, we love you. Take care of yourself.
I hope you keep improving. Thank you.
Mr. Bones trying the new Trifoli flavored Mountain Dew. No, I said Trolli. What is that? Trolli? Trolley? Is that a horror thing or something, or a movie?
Well, if
thing?
it's Mountain Dew would be the main thing, right? And then
Well, yeah, but
Trolley
it'd be
would
like one of the
flavors of Mountain Dew. Yeah.
But what's a trolley? Do you know what a trolley is?
No, I don't.
Okay. What is a trolley, Mr. Bones? Let's see here. And love all around. Getting Skyla better. Yes.
Thank you.
A girl walks home alone at night. That's one. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember Skyla recommended that. Yep. I watched the classic
Elsa.
She-Wolf of the SS week in a drive-in masterpiece back in the day. Wow. I'm not sure I read that right, Jeff, but that's cool.
Yeah, Elsa She-Wolf of the SS. Yeah, it's a series that came out in like the 70s, like where she's a Nazi. And
I was just going to say.
They have like the naked woman, appear and she's whipping her. And she's
funny.
got the whole Nazi stuff going on her. It's pretty classic. They made a few of them, so.
Yeah, okay. Mario says, John, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And Skylar says, I will be back soon, just concentrating on getting my better. My friend, health is most important. Yes. No, Skylar, 100%. You have to take care of yourself. That is first and foremost before hanging out and doing anything like this. Definitely. We will be here when you're ready, Skylar. Your boy David Sterling was a creep I eat. Oh, believe me, Balzer, I know. I know. He stalked me up. Mr. David Sterling stalked me up, and I was cordial. And we'll move on to the next comment. Sour gummy worms, OGP. Oh, okay. I don't do sour candy. My face does not like sour candy. My face does very strange looking things with sour
I know what we're gonna be
stuff.
eating.
Hi, John. So let's talk about the rest of the news quickly now that we're only an hour and 7 minutes in. There has been rumor of a Ty West trilogy pre-order from Barnes & Noble. I have scoured the Barnes & Noble website. I went to Blu-ray.com and scoured the announcements, their calendar, the release calendar. I've looked up Ty West, everything. I cannot find evidence that this is really, really going to happen. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I really hope it does. I have been waiting for this box set for a long time. So if anybody knows anything about that, please let us know in the comments. John, have you heard anything else about it or seen anything?
No, I just saw that on Facebook. And I thought,
Yes.
that you would love this. And so I sent it to you. But that really sucks because I know that you love that trilogy.
Yes. And no, when you sent me that, I got like a little chub, man. I was very excited. But unfortunately, and a lot of people that commented on that post has said there's nothing there, no link. Maybe Barnes & Noble put it up prematurely and somebody said, whoa, slow your roll. And they took it down or something. So fingers crossed that we do get this. It was supposed to be, I think, like October 17th or something. So I'm hoping we do get it, but we'll see. Fluffy says to the old fart over there, happy birthday.
Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah, and Fluff, if you're sitting at home, and I forgot, I think Fluffy is not, I think Fluffy's got, like, his car is, like, down for the count right now, so I think he's hanging out at home. So you should have joined us tonight, Fluff. I didn't even think about that. Other news, Ballerina 4K releases this week, or Blu-ray if you prefer, or I'm sure Walmart is going to stock their shelves with DVDs that none of us want, but Ballerina will be out, and I'm going to be looking to pick one of those up. It's going to have like a 4K and a steelbook and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's one that I definitely want to own.
Also this week, if you would like to own, which I will take a hard pass on this, Clown in a Cornfield will be coming out this week. And so other notes, I'm going to skip over
You're missing one. I pre-ordered this one for my birthday.
something that comes out this week.
Yeah.
Is it a horror movie?
I think kind of.
Okay. Maybe that's why I'm skipping it. What is it?
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh, yeah, I definitely skipped that. I saw that and was like, eh.
But you mentioned Ballerina, which isn't horror.
I mean, but it's great.
Yes, it
Would
is.
would you say Jurassic whatever the fuck is great?
Jurassic World Rebirth. No, but I did enjoy it enough to buy it and add it to the collection. So it will be nice to watch during my birthday week.
Oh, look at Wet is here. The Wet, Mr. Wet Taint, moist and velvety, wet one. I was just telling John how I offered you a reach around, and
I'm very jealous.
we gave Adam the Woo the heebie-jeebies. He wasn't sure that he wanted to witness. Oh no, Adam the Woo didn't want to witness if I was going to take Wet Movie 1 up on eating his butt. He offered I could eat his butt, and I was like, I don't know. But Adam was like, no, I'm not having any part of this. So
Missing out.
yeah.
Missing out.
Yeah, I know. But who knows? Maybe we can get Fluffy to come out at the end of January and go to Creep IE Con at the end of January and see Bruce Campbell and many, many others. I have been told by folks that know that Bruce Campbell is the tip of the iceberg for what is going to be happening. Apparently, this is supposed to be, and we've seen Creep IE have some great lineups, but this is supposed to be the biggest, baddest, most impossible lineup of guests to beat at Creep IE in January. So, based on who they've already had there, that is a tall order right there. So we shall see.
I still don't know who Bruce Campbell is, but I did hear that he said that he has very little to do with the new Evil Dead movies coming out.
Yeah. Oh, Adam still hung out after the con. I know. I think maybe because I left, and then he had no fear of me actually taking you up on the offer of eating your butt.
I don't know. Look at the next post.
But no.
B-U-T-T.
Okay, I am talking about Adam the Woo hung out with Wet Movie 1 after the con. I'm saying maybe if I was there, maybe Adam would have left because he may have been worried that I may have taken John or may have taken Wet One up on it. But no, John 100% would have gone down, and it would have been you two lovebirds on your own, sitting out in the parking lot of the Golden Corral.
Human centipede 100%.
Oh,
I mean,
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. In other news, Mr. Bone saw a post about the trilogy as well. OGP, from one of those pages that report releases, but think they just said coming soon, didn't have a release date. So, and that's what I hope that it really is coming. And, I mean, whether it's the middle of October or not, I want this. I want it badly. Just here to see John twerk. That's all we need. John, the audience is waiting.
I'm sorry, dude.
Camera shy. John doesn't like to twerk in front of the camera.
Well, I'm not wearing any pants right now, so.
Oh, well, I mean, fuck, even better. Balls Johnson dance.
That's
swinging
right.
in the wind. There you go.
And I'm getting pretty old, so they're hanging pretty low right now.
My God. So the Dexter finale came out a few days ago on Friday.
Speaking of hanging balls.
Yes. This season of Dexter was amazing. It is one of my favorite seasons of television history. It is so good. I'm not going to talk about it all. I don't want to spoil anything. If you have not seen this season of Dexter, do yourself a favor and watch it. I'm not going to say anything. I have feelings on the end. I have opinions on the way it ended, but I'm not going to get into that. We'll at least give it another week and let everybody check it out. But Dexter, oh my God, was it good?
I heard the new season is going to be called Dexter Bloodlines, and then they're going to do a spin-off
right?
called Dexter Legacy.
Oh, nice. Wednesday, I think they released 4 more episodes, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. They should have come out 5 days ago, but I have not seen any. John, you haven't seen any of this season of Dexter or of Wednesday, have you?
I watched one episode, the very first episode in the first season, and turned it right off, and never watched another one. Nope, I don't like it at all. I don't think it's
You're
good.
missing it. You're missing it. You're missing it. You're missing out.
Nope.
Toxic Avenger, just an update, is still sitting at a. Forget the expert scores, but the fans still have it at 82 on Rotten Tomatoes. So people are loving Toxie. I highly recommend, if you have not seen that, support independent horror films and check it out. It is good. It is very good. So Toxic Avenger still available in the theaters should you choose. And Weapons is sitting at 85 fan score on Rotten Tomatoes. So if you have not seen that yet, highly recommend both of those. We already talked about Alien Earth a wee bit. I think enough. Peacemaker. John, have you seen episode 3 of Peacemaker yet?
Yes.
At least we didn't have to look at any wieners. I didn't see one wiener in that episode, and that was good. I enjoyed it. I have enjoyed, minus the wieners, I have enjoyed all of these episodes. It's different, and it's very interesting because of how beyond R, like NC-17 rated this really should be, being that it's kind of affiliated with Superman. And apparently where it leaves off is going to be where Superman picks up the next one or something. So
Well, the next
that's
one is
interesting.
not a Superman movie. That's what James Gunn has said. It's not Superman. It's more like a Justice Gang. Is that there's going to be a whole bunch of people in there. But I think because we talked about trauma, with Toxic Avenger, I think every once in a while, James Gunn he's got to get that trauma out of him. Like he started there. It's always going to be there. So if he can shock people by having that very first episode with 16 penises hanging out, he's going to do it just to really just get to people and laugh at that. And I'm enjoying the show. Unlike Alien Earth, I have let my anger go of some of the characters like Vigilante. And now I'm just enjoying it for what it is. And it's interesting because I am watching the Arrowverse to see some of these characters in the Arrowverse on how they really should be. And just the contrast between the two shows is very bizarre. Yeah. But I am enjoying it. What I heard was John Cena, that
correct.
He does visit kids, like the dying kids, the kids like, Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish, yeah.
Yeah, as Peacemaker.
That's
and I
awesome.
find that it is awesome, but with what this show is doing,
I mean, he was in Superman. So it is very interesting. You're correct. He does cocaine.
Yes, yeah.
Cocaine.
This little kid going, mommy, I want to watch Peacemaker. Yeah. Oh, well, honey, let's watch it from the first episode on.
Yeah. Yeah. Very funny. No, I warned a few people like that I know have kids and watch superhero stuff. I'm like, you need to be careful. Do not just let your kids go into this.
Oh yeah. This is beyond red. This is like,
so I'm sorry. I catch up. My apologies.
No,
I wanted to ask you a question, and that is, so with Gunn coming out and saying that he wanted to distance himself from everything DC before he got there. He wants James Gunn universe moving on. That is why the characters changed, like in that scene that you had mentioned, a couple episodes, where the characters from the end of season 1 are different from the characters of season 2.
Yeah.
He wanted James Gunn characters there, the characters that are going to be part of this franchise moving forward. Does that change your opinion based on what he's going like I understand what that was, but that's not me. I want to put my stamp on this and make this my way moving forward. Does that change your opinion?
So I'll go back to Alien Earth because it's like an original thing. Like there was no comic books on Alien, there was no books, there was none of this type of stuff. You can create any world you want to, and even like Alien Earth, some people like it and some people won't. There really isn't a solid thing to do. So the people who are doing Alien Romulus, the sequel, which I heard now has a new director,
Yes, that changed.
they can do whatever they want with it because it's not really based on anything except for the few movies before it. But with like the DC universe and James Gunn and Zack Snyder and all that, this is all based off of stuff. So my comments from before have kind of changed. I kind of like that the ending of season 1 and the ending and the beginning of season 2 have the different characters because one is definitely Zack Snyder and one is James Gunn. So I'm kind of enjoying that. The everything is different. Nothing is what it is. So it's if you read the comics, they're not going to be the TV shows. If you watch the animated stuff, it's not going to be the comics.
Yeah.
It's all incredibly different. And I've kind of gotten around all that. So,
And that's where, like, we had a pretty heated discussion, a debate about, comic books and me going like, these are comic book characters, not like serious characters in a film or something. And so the way I look at it is, we've had like how many different Spider-Men in comic books? So for me to care if a film follows a comic book series, I don't, because we've had so many different ones. And that goes for all superheroes. We've had so many reboots, whether it's in comics or whether it's in films or TV shows or whatever. I just don't care if any of them follow the original. But now I do appreciate if a novel, like a Stephen King novel, if the movie is following it closely. I don't care if it's to the T or not, but we kind of want the good story that was told that everybody loved in the book to be conveyed on screen. These are comic books. They're not great stories. They're not inspiring stories. They might be fun.
I'm going to disagree with that because but comic books have been around for decades.
Well, a lot of
stuff is
close to
based
100
off,
years.
I'm comic book light compared to a lot of people. It'd be almost telling, somebody who likes the Giants, that the Dodgers are great. You're going to get a fist in your mouth. So it's like in some cases, some people will get very
but it's different.
And
it's
violent.
different because you can say the Dodgers are great and the Giants are not, vice versa. It's one thing to say they're great. It's another thing to tell their story in a great way. You can say Spider-Man's great. I love Spider-Man. Was one before the Punisher came around, was my favorite superhero as a kid. Punisher came around, I moved over there, but loved Spider-Man. Because I love Spider-Man doesn't mean the story's great.
But it's like I don't care about cars, and some people say cars are great, and to me that I just don't care. It just matters what you like and what you're into. I found a YouTube channel where the guy compares the comic book to the animated movie and how different they are, and he'll have them side by side. He'll go through everything, and it's interesting to see what they will change and how it does change the whole story. So it's a mythology, it's Greek mythology or Superman, because you have Thor, out there and having the gods, and then you have Superman who's looked at like Jesus basically. I mean, it's so there's all these allegories in there. So I find it to be very interesting, and Green Hornet is still my all-time favorite. So I just love the Green Hornet. But it's I've come around to Peacemaker. I'm enjoying it. I do like James Gunn's wife in it, even though it is a little bit of nepotism. But then, of course, if I was in James Gunn's position, I would probably hire my friends too. So
Which one is James Gunn's wife?
she's the angry one.
The blondie?
Yeah.
That in the other, when he goes in the other universe or whatever, that they're friends, but in his original one, that she's the one that got in the bar fight.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I knew she was involved, but I just didn't know which one she was. But I don't know. I am enjoying it, and whether it's accurate, whether it's whatever, again, when you make something, especially from a comic book that is, what, 30, 40 pages, if that, and then you want to put it onto the screen, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be able to match perfectly, because either you're lacking in story or you have too much story. You just, things have to change to keep the audience entertained. So I don't know. I'm happy with it. It's fun, and that's all I really care about with these.
Yeah, I mean, I look up, like, the Arrowverse and Punisher and all that type of, not Punisher, but Peacemaker. I look up everything to see how close it is and to see if the characters look the same. There's like a guy in the Arrowverse who's called the Count, and I looked him up, and it's like, okay, he's an actual comic book character, but doesn't look anything like the comic book. And it's like, come on, guys, you could do something.
On that end, then how about this for a question? And this is kind of like where I go, I don't care, because you look at Superman, all the different versions of Superman we've had, all the different versions of Batman, they never, in the films or TV, they never look the same. They're always different. Every time we reboot, they're always different looking. So does that bother you?
Not necessarily, because I don't know the comic books as well as a lot of other people do. So you could say, oh, well, Ben Affleck looks more like, and something I do, looks more like the Frank Miller Batman from The Dark Knight Returns. Or this Spider-Man, costume looks more like this artist. Or what, so they do take things from the comic books. And that's, so a lot of the Spider-Man or Superman, it all depends on the mythology. Like, I'm watching Krypton, and it's unfortunate there was only 2 seasons, and then so it's never going to have an ending. But they say that this show takes place 200 years before Superman is born and before Krypton explodes, and we're following Superman's grandfather. 200 years? How old is this guy?
But do they live on Krypton? Do they live the same amount of time as Earth?
I looked it up, and it said depending on what story or mythology or whatever it is you follow, Kryptonians have longer lifespans. Well, that's never brought up in the show.
That mythology that you've said right there, that proves my point that these things in comics always change. There is no, baseline for this stuff. It's whatever. It's a comic book. You change it on the fly. Sure. So that's why I'm okay with it changing on television or in the movies.
I would like for things, just in some cases, and I'll go back to Vigilante always, but it's just, he's not Deadpool. He's not. He really is DC's Punisher.
Yeah. Okay. And so in this one, he is definitely anything other than Punisher. He is a buffoon, and it's very funny.
So, like, how would you feel, not knowing comics and stuff, if John Berthal's Punisher was as goofy as Vigilante is in Peacemaker?
Yeah, it wouldn't be Punisher, and I wouldn't watch.
Yeah. See, and that's why I turned it off on the first season, but then got into it again, rewatching the first season, and now. It just is what it is. I'm just kind of used to it, but
and and I don't know I didn't even know Vigilante was like a comic book character. I thought, for all I knew, he was just a guy they made up to put in the show. But so I have no history with him. But I understand how, if there's a character that you love being a certain way, why it would bother you if they write him differently. I get that because yeah, if you can't. The Punisher is a Marine. Yeah, he's a Marine veteran who had bad things happen to him, whose family was killed, and he is hell bent on killing bad people. How do you alter that? You know, if you know.
It depends a little bit with the Punisher on what comic you're reading, because there's like Punisher war journals, there's Punisher War Zone, there's the one shots that they have out there.
So, and that's
like,
I don't know about those. Are they reboots or are they just different universes or what? I go back to the original comics, the original Punisher released in the 80s, the one that I was collecting when Punisher came out, Punisher number 1, number 2, number 3, and what happened there. So I don't know anything about those comics.
yeah, originally Punisher was he was hired to kill Spider-Man. So it's the Amazing Spider-Man, and then you see Punisher holding the rifle, and the sight is right on Spider-Man. So I'm happy that he's in the new Spider-Man movie because continuity-wise that makes sense. A little late, but it makes sense. So because that should have been one of the, unless it was a rights issue, one of the main villains who should have been in any of these Spider-Man movies, the Punisher would make sense.
Yeah. Well, and that's where, I mean, it's like you look at Star Wars. Lucas said, okay, I'm starting with, you know, episode 4 because it's better than 1, 2, and 3. So, you know, we picked the ones that are going to be better on the screen. So I guess that's where, you know, they felt with Spider-Man, you know, whoever was making him at the time didn't feel that that storyline was going to be better than, you know, what they gave us. But
Well,
enough of that. We've just lost a quarter of our viewers talking comic books.
Great.
So I saw The Conjuring, new one. Don't hate me. I don't like it. Fell asleep. And Mario, I get that. It is a long horror movie. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes, but it's also, there is a lot of story to it. So, you know, it for a horror movie, if you're into slashers and action, that's not typically a ghost story or like a good, intense, you know, type of ghost story where you're, you know, just waiting for something to happen. So, but I get it. You know, I could see where if you're not a diehard Conjuring fan, I could see where it may bore you a little bit. I can see that. John, well, you haven't seen it yet. So, both Peacemaker and Arrowverse are good. Good for you, John. You're learning to love. Oh, very funny. And Masashi says comics have a lot of great stories. I think, I mean, they can, and they can have fun stories and stuff, but, you know, I don't know that there's any comics that we can really, you know, compare to, you know, some of the greatest, you know, authors of all time. You know, I don't know, you know, the comic books would match up, but again, to each their own, right?
I don't know. I mean, if you read stuff like Watchmen or, like I said, Dark Knight Returns, you know, read them as a graphic novel, you might change your mind, you know. It's just a different medium.
Yeah, no, and I mean, believe me, like I had a collection of comic books that I would die to have right now that I built up as a kid that my brother stole from me when I went into boot camp in the Marine Corps. But these are all comics that, I mean, I had, you know, like Spider-Man comics from like 60s, 70s. I mean, like way back. Old ass Superman comics and, you know, just tons of like, you know, Transformers, G.I. Joe, stuff that was popular in the 80s. But that's when I started building up my comic book collection, was late 70s through the 80s. And then whew, it got pawned in Florida. I don't read comics, and my favorite Punisher is the Dolph version. Fight me. Dolph Lundgren is out of the movies. Is my least favorite. But yeah, to each their own. To each their own. Mr. Bell, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like, guys. Yes, everybody, if you would hit that thumbs up button. Thank you. I even write that, and I never asked everybody to say it. I always forget. John, we got to talk about a couple movies we watched this week. Do you have anything you want to mention before we dive into these?
I have no movies to show or anything like that, so no.
Okay. Cool. Well, John and I agreed to watch Graduation Day, and this is because we recorded a trauma collection video where we go over everything we own in our collection from trauma. And you've already released that, right, John? That's out now, right?
Yes.
That's right, because I had the audio issues. So that's available on John's channel. Everybody can check that out if you want to see us talk trauma films. Well, Graduation Day is a trauma flick. So we just decided, John mentioned, hey, do you want to watch this? So we are going to talk Graduation Day. And then we're also based on Mario's recommendation of The Unborn. Oh, you son of a bitch. Got a Blu-ray.
Yeah, but you got a slipcover.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's not a slip? Oh, it
No.
looked like a slip. Oh.
Yeah. So
Dollar Tree. So
I don't know that I like it enough that I would upgrade it, but I did like this. So, John, which one would you like to talk about first?
Well, we showed Graduation Day first, so we want to go with Graduation Day.
Okay, sure. Greg, what's going on? It says hello to OGP and JW.
Hey, thank you.
And Mr.
Hi.
Bones has that same Blu-ray, John. There you go. Mario liked The Conjuring 3. I know it was bad, but I like it. Mario, I like it as well. It's out of the 4 Conjuring films, in my opinion, it's the weakest, but I did like it. Greg, I like all 3 of the Punisher movies. I'm down with that.
I think Dolph is a good Punisher. The movie wasn't great though, because they didn't own a lot of the rights, so like they couldn't show the skull. So there was a problem with it. It's not bad. I'd like to see an uncut version. There's about 20 minutes missing from it, but I liked Dolph. I thought he was fine. I mean, I thought at that time he was a good pick.
As a Punisher, I think of Dolph, I think a blonde guy. I don't think of Punisher ever being blonde, so that kind of gets me.
No, but he has jet black hair. They dyed his hair.
I understand, but when I think of Dolph, I think of
just in
guy.
general. Okay.
Yeah. I have a movie, Night Screams, that has a grad day scene spliced in. What? Oh, that's funny. That is very funny. Night Screams. You know what? Hold on. I added something. What is the movie I just added to my list? It's
I think I know Night Screams. We're gonna get some
Is that
clicking
one?
here.
So I watched Mel's video. Oh, Night House. Mel, the homie Mel, My Killer Podcast, just released a video with her 10 horror movies that genuinely scared her. And there were a couple in there that I was like, ooh, you know what? I don't own that. I need to get that. Night House was one that she had mentioned. But Night Screams. Let me see. I don't think I own Night Screams. John, do you have Night Screams?
No, I know the poster. It's an older movie. It's from 1987.
Night of the Creeps. Let me see here. I don't think I... Night Shadow, Night Shift, Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons.
Oh, it's
2.
Vinegar
Thank you
Syndrome.
very much, Gail. Okay. Gonna be expensive. Vinegar Syndrome likes money. But that's cool. Night Screams. Definitely have to add that to the list. But that's funny. His grad day scene spliced in. That's cool. HC says, have you guys seen the films The Dentist? I can't remember if I ever watched the second one or not. Have you seen them both, John?
I
think
seen the
there's
first
2,
one.
right?
There are 2. Yeah, Vestron did it in that collection with like Silent Night, Deadly Night, and all of that. Yeah, Corbin Burnson. But I've seen the first one, but I don't think I've seen the second one.
Yeah, no, and I know there's at least 2, but I what I meant to say was I think there's only 2, right? Because that's so I have this with the 2 of them on there. I don't know that I've ever watched the second one though, so it needs to. I need to get to that. It's Vincent release OGP. I don't know if it has any other releases. Good to know. Thank you, Mr. Bones. Yeah, Night Screams. I definitely have to keep an eye out for that. Got mine off of eBay. Okay. I watched Graduation Day again a while back. It's okay, nothing special. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, we're going to dive into it right now. Mr. Bones says, Dennis is fun if you like body horror. It's made by Brian Yuzna, who's great, but I suck at saying that name. So, John, let's talk Graduation Day. You want to start it off? Tell everybody all about it?
It's 1981. It has one of my all-time favorite actors in it, Christopher George. I have to put him with his wife, Susan Day George. They're in a lot of movies together. Sadly, he died. He passed away. He had a heart attack right after he did Mortuary with, it was one of Paxton's films, Bill Paxton's first films. And he plays the coach in this, who's one of the many red herrings. But basically, it's a track team in high school, and a girl is running, and she makes it through to the the ribbon. She goes through the ribbon, and then she has like a blood clot or something in her head, and she dies. And her boyfriend runs up to her and is holding her and all that type of stuff. And then right after that, people start getting killed that are part of the track team. And it's a guy dressed in his track suit. So it's like sweat, shirt and pants, black gloves, uses a stopwatch because she died in 30 seconds. So he times all the deaths to 30 seconds. And there was a great shot that looks like it was taken right from the original Black Christmas, where the hand comes up right behind the girl jogging as it's about to grab her head, which is a really good shot. And just everybody dies one by one. There is her sister, her older sister, who comes home, who's I believe a Marine, right?
No, she's in the Navy.
Oh, in the Navy. She's in the Navy now. And her dad, her stepdad, for some reason hates her. Like, just
it's very weird.
her.
Yeah, I don't understand that storyline.
Yeah, it was weird, because you would think that if she went off to the military, that maybe the dad would like that,
Yeah.
But instead the mom is all happy and rainbows and stuff, and the dad's like a horrible drunk. But she's there, and she's trying to investigate the sister's death, and she's talking to the different people, and of course everybody has in their deaths the black gloves and the stopwatch. And so they're all these red herrings. Watching it this time, because I haven't seen it for a while, man, do they telegraph who the killer is. I mean, if you can't tell who the killer is in the first 5 minutes of the movie, it's so obvious. And it has like a psycho ending to it. And but the kills are pretty good. So it's 1981, which means it was probably made like a year earlier. So everybody has that late 70s look still to them. And so everything's disco and roller skates and Linnea Quigley, the thing that I was trying to find is, so according to this article, if you look at the very beginning of it, all the people are cheering the girl who dies, and they're,
before she dies, and they're in the crowd watching the race.
Yeah.
Right?
One of the girls, and I forget what number's on her shirt, she got fired. And because in her contract, she signed on to do nudity. And so she refused to do it. So they canned her, and I forgot to go back and look, because I wanted to see if I could spot her with all of her, with all the other track people, and that enter Linnea Quigley. And that's how she got the job, is because she was willing to do nudity, and she does go topless a couple times in the movie, and of course we love Linnea Quigley, so I'm happy this girl actually got fired, and Linnea Quigley came on, because she's always so fun to watch. So that's what I was trying to find, was I just wanted to confirm that, but that from what I remember, that's what it said. The movie also made a ton of freaking money. I mean, it was huge. It says here, filmed in your favorite place, Los Angeles. Graduation Day was released in the spring of 1981, grossing nearly $24 million on a budget of $250,000.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah, that is really great.
Yeah, far exceeding the genre's usual box office at the time. Though it received largely negative reception, the film has since developed a cult following among fans of the genre. So, I mean, this film. I didn't know that till I looked it up last night.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason. I mean, when you think of the big horrors from the 80s, Graduation Day is never mentioned with the best of them. And that's fine because it's not. But it is, in my opinion, it's fun. And I know, not everybody's going to like it, and that's fine. Not everybody has to like it. There are things about it that I really enjoyed, and some of the pictures here. We'll see if I can show some that maybe get to showing what I want. But you can definitely see, like John was mentioning, the like 70s, 80s kind of look to the film, and I don't know if they're going to have any pictures, but John, you had mentioned about the film being shot in L.A. So it was actually shot north of L.A., up near where all the big fires just happened right here. Oh, how are we going to rate Graduate? Oh, I don't want everybody to see that yet. We haven't mentioned that yet. Where all the fires were up, north of L.A. by Pasadena. And well, we're tripping out here. Let me just get rid of that. So, if you ever go over to tour, you can tour the NASA facility over there, where they controlled the moon lander. It's the mission control for non-manned spacecraft, and like the Voyager and the Voyager 2 that are like out of the solar system now or whatever, that's where they would receive the communications for those, right there in Pasadena. The exit of the 210 freeway that you get off to go to that NASA, this high school is right off the side of the road there. I've driven by this high school many times, and when they're out there in the field, it is very cool. I'm like, I know that field. I've seen that. I've seen those buildings. So where it's filmed in that area and everything was kind of cool to me, because I'm very familiar with that area. I've been over there quite a bit. So that's a place, John, that you and I could add to our list, because
Yeah, that'd be cool.
last time I was over there, which was not that long ago, the school looked very similar to what it did in the film.
We'll just have to get a football and put a sword through it and take it with us.
Yes. But so I do like that. Where it was filmed. I like the vibe of the movie. It's funny with Vanna White being in it. And at first I'm like, I don't recognize, where's Vanna White? Where's Vanna White? And then when you see her, it's Vanna White, but she's very young. But it's a good thing she got into Wheel of Fortune, because she was a terrible actress. It could have been just this film, but I was not a fan of her acting. But I did like the story. I did like where they were going. The motive was a little, whatever, hokey, but, with the girl and other people, not just the girl that dies right off the bat, but other people being pushed to the limit by this coach. He was a real dick.
Hence the song at the beginning. Push it to the limit.
Oh, I think songs, and I think To the Limit, I think of Scarface.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I enjoy the movie. I like some of the kills are creative.
We can go over the kills. I have them right here, actually.
Okay, sure. But I wanted to read off the screen, but it was acting goofy, so I took it down. But it says, the class of 81 is running out of time. After the death of a high school track star during a race, a mysterious fencing mask-wearing killer begins murdering her friends and teachers. Who could the killer be? Her disgruntled coach? Her angry sister? Her violent boyfriend? As the bodies pile up, a twisted mystery unfolds, slowly revealing itself as it moves towards a bloody climax. One of the people mentioned there is definitely the killer. And like John, like you said, it is so obvious who the killer is. And it's funny because as the film goes on, the way they edit from one scene, right? Somebody's getting killed. Then they immediately cut to another scene and you see the killer doing something else and everything's all happy-go-lucky. And it's like, that is to intentionally try to mislead the audience. But to me, we already knew, who the killer was. And half of the kids in the school, they're supposed to be high school kids, but half of them look like they're 35 years old. Too.
Oh, of course.
One other thing I wanted to mention. I mean, like, yeah.
Well, it's kind of like Prom Night, the original Prom Night. It's the group of kids that push the girl out the window, and then she dies, and then the brother comes up and looks at her, and it's like, gee, I wonder who the killer is. Is it the brother of the sister? Oh, gee.
Yeah. John, before we dive into the kills, let's say Robert C. joined the chat. What is going on, Robert? How are you doing? Good to see you. Gail says, have you seen Unholy? It sounds so familiar.
There's one from the 80s. There's a new one. There's The Unholy. Then there's Unholy.
Okay.
There's a couple films.
I think we had this conversation last week, right? About
Jeffrey Dean
Unholy.
Morgan is in Unholy.
Oh, that one's good.
And
that one is very good. I've seen that one.
The Unholy with Ben Cross. That was from
not sure.
late 80s, I think. But
okay.
I haven't seen it yet. I own it, but I haven't seen it.
Have you seen the one with Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
No, that's what I mean. I haven't seen.
Oh, okay. Oh, so good. It's very, 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 very good. You'll like it. It's a religious, obviously Unholy. Christopher George is one of those actors that was prolific, but I think he's kind of forgotten about by most these days.
Oh, he is definitely forgotten, which is very sad because he always played the asshole, always, and he is such a great actor to do that, and his wife is awesome too, and it was great seeing them in all these films together. It was sad he died in his 50s. He just felt crappy one day. He's like, I don't feel very well, and they went to the hospital. 3 hours after he got went to the hospital, he died.
Wow, that's way too young. That sucks.
Yeah,
wow.
But he's a really good actor.
What the shit is that noise? Oh, there we go. I don't know if you guys, hopefully you couldn't hear that, but something loud went off my ear. Graduation Day isn't a bad horror movie, Greg, and I agree with you. Is it the greatest horror movie ever? No, not even close. But is it a fun watch? I mean, let's think about horror movies, especially from the 70s, 80s. Let's check boxes. Do we get the goofy disco kind of funky music from then? Yes. Do we get some great locations? Yes. Do we get boobs? Yes. Do we get kills and blood? Yes. So, and a little bit of a mystery. Yeah. So to me, it checked all the boxes and it was put together pretty well. I mean, like, and when I mentioned locations, obviously we had a high school where it was the center of things, but, I mean, like a girl's locker room, what a great iconic type of location for a horror film. The girl in there getting changed, and I mean, is she going to make it out alive? Her friends come and they leave and she's on her own again. Is she going to make it out alive? You don't know. But so it's places like that they didn't just go, okay, high school, move on. They really, really utilized it. So I think a lot of those things, they checked all the boxes from everything you really want in a horror movie. I love Christopher George, and I have Mortuary in my player right now. Oh, nice. Oh, is Christopher George from Mortuary? Obviously.
Yeah, he died 3 weeks after they finished filming of that movie.
Wow.
Yeah. And I saw it in the theater too, and it's just, I'm telling you, man, he's somebody that if you don't really know his work, you should check him out. He is definitely a character. He is.
Why do I not? I got shit out of order here. Oh no, I just can't reach it. It's up there. My MOR. Yeah, no, because I have two different Mortuary movies. There's like two, one older one and a newer one. I like the older one. What is it? Mortuary from the 70s, I think. Maybe it's 80s, but
it would
anyways,
be 80s. If it's this one, it's 80s. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but it's good. NG, what's up, NG? I'm late. I was visiting my newborn niece. Decent. Congratulations on that, and to well, obviously sister, or is it sister-in-law, like brothers, chick or whatever? But congratulations. That's awesome. New life is amazing. Christopher George was in Rat Patrol.
I think it's Rest in Pieces.
Oh, Rest in Pieces. Okay, Grizzly, El Dorado, City of Living Dead. Okay, and a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Grizzly is great. It's a Jaws, almost like beat for beat remake of Jaws, just with a grizzly. And City of the Living Dead is by far one of the greatest zombie movies ever made by Lucio Fulci. So that is a great film.
Yeah. Fluffy and I watched that. That City of the Living Dead. That has it was released also under a different name at one point or another, right?
Gates of Hell.
Gates of Hell. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So 23.9 million would be 83 today. Yeah, and that's so a $250,000 budget. From back then. From 1979, 80, whenever it was shot. Yeah, that would 250,000 probably would be what, like $1.5 million or $2 million if that today. So I mean that is still great. Those are numbers like Terrifier, a couple $1 million making $100 million. So that is great, man. Jeff says us old timers remember George very well. There you go. Congrats NG on the new edition of your family. There you go.
Yes.
And his wife was in the horror film Pieces, I think.
Oh yeah, Pieces is great. It's an Italian slasher movie that is absolutely brilliant. It is one of those films that is so awful, it is brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah, she is great. She has a great scene where she
I
just
don't own Pieces.
Yeah, I mean it's what does she say? Oh, bastard. That's her thing. She yells out bastard a few times and because it's Italian, it's all dubbed. So but the killer goes around with a chainsaw and just cuts up everybody with a chainsaw on like a school campus. It's really good.
Nice. Got to say hello to the legend,
Hello.
Anthony, Mr. Anthony. My bad. Please accept my apologies for not getting a picture with you yesterday. So I posted a couple pictures from Creep IE Aftermath, and I did. I got to hang out with Anthony for a while. Man, Nick and Anthony are my brothers from another mother, and love those guys. And I took a picture with Nick, and then when I turned around to go get a picture with Anthony, he was holding a baby, and I was like, well, I'll get him later or whatever. And then I just didn't even think about it. So my bad, Anthony. But man, what an amazing event. What a great time. I was having so much fun. I forgot to get more video than I did. So it's not my longest Creep IE video, but it is being very well received. Everybody's loving it. So an amazing event. And we are so excited. We've already talked about the event coming up at the end of January, early February, right here with Bruce Campbell.
Just don't know him.
Oh my! You don't know? John doesn't know him. John's never heard of Bruce Campbell, but John is not. He's not a fan of movie. He's not a fan of movies. So
no, I only listen to music. That's it. I don't watch movies.
There you go. Yeah, listen to music and read comics, and then bitch at me for the movies not matching the comics.
That is correct. Or only watching 10 minutes of a movie and turning it off when everybody's going, there's a twist. There's a twist.
If it sucks, it sucks. If it sucks, it sucks. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You don't continue on. But Anthony, man, it was awesome seeing you. And man, I don't know when we'll talk next, Anthony. But hockey season is right around the corner. So go Bruins, baby. Let's go. But we got to get in. We got to talk more about graduation day, everybody. So, John, before we dive in, this is the copy that I have. It is from the lovely company Vinegar Syndrome, right there, with the nice slip on it.
Yeah.
Great artwork, and inside there's like the picture in there with their faces crossed off in there too.
Oh, that's cool.
So in the backside there, so very cool. What do you own this? You do own this, right? Which one do you have?
Mine might be older. It is Vinegar Syndrome.
Okay.
I'm trying to see. 2014 is when mine came out. So, and it does have the picture right there.
Oh, so the artwork looks similar. Yeah, it's
because that's the poster. You just have all the credits down here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, like looking at the front of yours, I think the artwork is pretty much the same. Yours is just a blue case. eliminate the blue case in the
Yeah.
background. It's pretty much the same artwork. Yeah. Okay. Right on. That's
Yeah,
cool.
there are some special features on it, which is nice. It says new 4K restoration and stuff. So, I mean, I'm happy with
So
it.
it's probably released the same time this was, because this I don't know, I don't believe I bought this at when it was on the first print, or whatever. So there you go. You know what? Something else that I did want to, and Anthony showing up just reminded me, and I should have mentioned this earlier, but I met, man, I got to see some cool friends, and then I got to meet a couple people there, and one of them I met was Brad. And I don't know if I ever talked to his partner, Jace, but 5195 podcast. They live not too far from me, and we're going to do some collaborations here at some point down the road. But 5195 podcast, it says, two fledgling filmmakers discuss horror, the 80s, toys, movies, and music. That's everything I love right there. That's it. I mean...
Yeah.
Aside from, like my wife and my kids and my family and my friends and stuff. But when it comes to like the nerdy stuff that we love, these guys are covering it all. So definitely looking forward to joining them on their podcast and talking movies and stuff. We sat there. I sat there with Brad for, it must have been like an hour just talking and had a great time. And that's when I was stocked up on by David Sterling. And then David, kind of hung out with us for a while there until David, I think, saw Cool Duder, went to talk to Cool Duder, and then we carried on. But it was great, and I did want to mention them. I do need to get him in the links. I don't have a link to him to their podcast right now, but 5195 podcast. Very, very, very cool dudes that I got to meet there at Creep IE. So that's one of the best things about these conventions is getting to see friends and meeting people that otherwise you would probably never meet in person. So let's talk kills in Graduation Day, if you're ready for that, John. Okay.
Do you have
go
the
ahead.
same back?
Baby, I got back.
Oh, yes, you do. Look at it.
Oh, they're just flipped.
Spoilers.
They're opposite. I don't see spoilers.
The girl right here. You have her right there. Who is that?
Okay. Well, if we're spoiling, let's not talk about it, John.
And in this here,
John Ward. Ward.
They even tell you who the killer is in the picture.
What if somebody hasn't seen it yet, John?
The film was made in 1981. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you that
We can
Darth
talk-
Vader
we
is
can-
Luke
can we
Skywalker's father.
Let's talk about everything other than, because we're reviewing these. The only point in reviewing them is so that maybe somebody wants to go watch it now, right?
Yeah.
So then let's not ruin it for them.
I wouldn't say that's ruining it.
You ruined
it's
it.
It's like the Dawn of the Dead. The original Dawn of the Dead, in the back of the box, has Flyboy as a zombie. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you putting this on the box? And now we just lost everybody.
No, that is we're getting stocked up on by the killer from Scary Movie.
So many stairs.
My
Okay.
sister's daughter. It was my sister's daughter. Nope. Very blessed. Yes, you are. And she is. Picked up White Cannibal Queen on Blu-ray. Love the cannibal stuff. Nice.
Don't know that one.
I haven't seen that one. Yeah. To all the legends, bid you a farewell. Gail, have yourself
bye, Gail.
a good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
We'll talk soon. My cousin Martha Heyer was in Grizzly. Okay, nice.
Oh, sweet.
I did not know that. Greg says, OGB and John, is it a safe assumption that Graduation Day and Slaughterhouse High are similar? I haven't seen Slaughterhouse High. John?
Slaughterhouse High.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. I know there's like Slaughter High, and then there's like April Fool's Day. There's like a bunch of these that were all done on April Fool's Day, and they had to change their titles. But Graduation Day, I think, is really the only one that I can think of that's on Graduation
Well,
Day.
I'm seeing like there's Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse. Yeah. Slaughterhouse High is
Slaughterhouse High movie. Oh, night. Oh no, that's okay. So Slaughter High, if this is what you're talking about, because when I type in Slaughterhouse High, it comes up with Slaughter High.
Okay.
That was it was originally called April Fool's Day, and they had to change
Oh,
the
okay.
title because of the movie April Fool's Day. They were being shot around the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say no, they're not similar except for that they both take place at a high school, and the students all look 30. So
Yeah. Storyline though, yeah, a little different. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. If that's the one he's referring to. Cannibal Queen is a Jess Franco film. Well, there you go.
Oh,
Very
okay.
nice.
All
Very
right.
nice.
Yeah. Okay. That's worth watching.
Cool.
So okay.
Okay, John. Are we
So
ready
kills?
to dive into kills? Let's talk kills.
Yeah. So we're at the very beginning of the movie. We have Laura, who's the girl who's running. She dies from a brain clot.
Oh yeah.
Now, would you say that's pushing somebody too far? Like the coach pushed her too far and she got a brain clot and died, or coincidence?
I think knowing what we know about medicine nowadays, I would say that's coincidence. I had a friend that was a very good friend in high school, and I loosely kept in touch with over the years. She was around 40 years old when she had like a blood clot or something, I think, that caused like an aneurysm or whatever, and she just died. You know, she just died very, very young. It can happen to anybody. So I think it's good motivation, and being that the coach was pushing very hard for her to run faster, 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 and then for this to happen, I think they should have went with something else. I think they should have went with heart attack or some other condition. But I mean, it is what it is. In 1980, did people think that blood clots were only caused by exercise or whatever? I don't know.
Maybe
But
stress or
yeah. But either way, it did the job to get the point across that this girl died, and everybody believed that she died because she was pushed too hard by this school coach. And, and then everybody was mad at the coach because of that.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it because we needed something to get there. We needed something to set the story in motion, and that was like what did it. So I'm okay with it.
Okay. Then the second one is Paula. So that is throat slashed by Kevin Badger with a. Why did they give the killer's name? So throat. So I'm not gonna.
Well-
I mean, I already said.
Well,
his name.
you don't know what character he is, though. We don't know what character he is.
Yeah. So throat
So-
slashed with knife, which looked really bad.
That's the jogger,
wasn't-
right?
Yeah, with the hand that comes up right behind her, which is
Yeah.
really cool. When she dies, it's just a streak of blood.
It's like
There's-
it's a splattering of blood. It did
Yeah,
not look good at all.
Yeah, there's no cut or anything. So I
But you know what I love about the kill is that, so they kill her. You see the blood splatter, then you see her on the ground, and she's laying there on the ground, and the camera goes and does like a close up of her butt on the ground, and it just holds there.
yeah, I'm like that.
Not
is a
her whole
good
body or
director.
anything, just
Yeah,
a close up of her butt on the
which
ground.
takes up almost the entire screen. That is a
Yeah.
good director.
It's
good
very funny.
This
Yes.
guy, he has two different.
He knew the
girls.
assignment.
Yeah, and they both did nudity, and they're like 80s hot. One of them being Linnea. So it's just like, you are a good director, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next one would be Sally stabbed through the neck with a saber.
Whoa, Sally, that girl. Yeah, that one. I mean, for practical effects at the time, I thought was done pretty well. I was okay with the kill, and and I kind of liked it because that kill, she obviously recognized the killer. Her reaction to the killer showing up, she's like, "What are you doing? What what are you doing?" And then he did this, and la 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 la. She got this, but I did like that kill, the whole situation, because it showed that the killer could walk amongst them.
Yeah, and it's his For some of this, his costume is a fencing costume. So some of it is the sweatsuit, and then some of it is he's a fencer, and he's got the mask on, and he's all in the white, and he's using a sword. Seems to be his other thing too.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it looked bad, and that's one of the girls that we get nudity from, I believe. The weird thing with her is, why are you shaving your legs at school?
No, it's very funny. And hey, maybe in the 1970s and early 80s, maybe shaving your legs at school was a thing. I don't think they would allow razors in high schools now, and I don't know that they would do it with a foot up on the sink like that. I think most girls shave their legs in the shower, but it was very awkward and weird. But it was like, hey, we got this girl, in her underwear, and it's in a bathroom, supposed to be a sexy scene, but I did kind of look at that and go, that's a weird place to shave and a weird way to shave. There's got to be other places that you could do that a little easier.
Yeah, and you could definitely tell the time period of this, because I don't think a lot of the girls were wearing bras. So it was definitely a piece of that time period of the clothes that they were wearing and what they weren't wearing and stuff like that.
Especially the gym shorts, they're
like
running
up their
clothes
asses.
and stuff. Yeah.
And that was perfectly fine. Okay, then we have Ralph impaled with football tipped with javelin.
Yeah, I had to rewind that and go like, did a football just kill him? Oh, there's like a blade, knife, javelin, whatever thing through it.
No, but that's not correct. It was the sword. Impaled by football tipped with a javelin. That's not correct. He had the sword and he put it through the football.
Yeah. So maybe whoever typed.
Football.
Whoever typed what you're reading probably just put the wrong thing, because when it came out the backside, it had like what looked like hooks or an arrow or something that would have been like part of a sword or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because the guy's kind of a dick. Like the football player is kind of a jerk, because these two girls who we see kind of throughout the movie take his football and they throw it, and he's like, come on, girls, what are you doing? And then he goes into the woods. They're playing with him. He's not having any of it. And it's just like, I only think about football. And he goes into the woods, and the killer has the ball, but he takes the sword through it, holds it so the sword is aiming down, and he has the football. And the football guy's like, hey, dude, give me my football. Give me my football. What are you doing? I want my football. How about please? Maybe he wouldn't have thrown the ball at you with a sword sticking through it.
I think he would have got killed either way.
Probably.
But I get your point. But when after he got killed with it, he's holding the football, and there's nothing coming out the other end of the football. It just looks like a regular football. That's what threw me at first. So it was like, how did this guy, from the time the ball went into the forest, get this all rigged up to kill him? That's one of those moments where, like, okay, this happened too fast. He did that too easy. But whatever, we're forgiving it. It was kind of a fun
I would think
kill.
the sword would probably pop the ball or whatever, because he was able to get it in there pretty easy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But but it does have that great shot of the camera kind of being like how it is on us, and just the football with the sword just goes right past it, and it's almost a very early Sam Raimi shot. It looked, the director knew what he was doing. I don't think he directed this poorly. It was just directed very late 70s, early 80s ish.
Yeah.
So, the next one is Tony and decapitated with a saber. I thought that head coming off looked pretty damn good.
Yeah. Especially for the time period, it was a good kill.
Yeah, that looked good. And then we have Diane is next. Sliced with a saber and then decapitated off screen. So I think Diane is Linnea Quigley? Yeah.
We like Linnea. We can kill Linnea in any movie. We can kill Linnea nowadays and it would still be great.
That is correct. Then we got Pete.
And speaking of Linnea, her attempt at being able to graduate was hysterical because she was failing and she needed to graduate. She needed a better grade, so she goes in, locks the door, and takes opens her shirt and smashes the teacher's face on her boobs.
Well, and before that though, this teacher is a boss because he's all dressed up in like in the fancy 70s suit with the collars and all that, and he's at the piano and he's got the teenage girls around him that are giggling and laughing and think he's like the greatest thing ever. And she's like, "What is it like to be famous?" And he goes, "Well, I'm not. I mean, I am famous, but And so he's already got the little groupie girls with him, but then of course when Linnea comes in, he it's like, whoa, wait a minute, because I don't think that he's had sex with any of these students because he's just like, I'm the guy. But when one actually comes after him, it's like, I didn't think this would happen.
What we won't give away every detail of the story, but what happens to him afterwards, where with the banging of the pipes and him going to look and stuff. Was a fun way to get him to where he meets maybe his demise.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, and he has an interaction with Christopher George, which is funny. Do you hear that banging? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have Pete. Now this is where the javelin comes in because he's impaled on a spike trap set up. So he's the one who uses the javelin and he goes over the top, that high jump or whatever you call it. He uses it, goes up, and lands right on all the spikes.
Yes.
And that looked good with him in there with all the little spikes coming out of him. That looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I think there's only two left. Then the coach, Christopher George, he gets shot by the inspector. He doesn't even give him a chance. He just shoots him. He's like, "Coach," and the guy turns around and he's like, "I didn't." Bang, 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 bang. Like this guy just murdered somebody.
Shit happens. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. That's what OJ always said. Shit happens. And then our killer. So says impaled. So
let's skip the details on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the killer is also like the Terminator. He just he's just, you kill him, he comes back. You kill him, he comes back. I mean, I think that's why the film is so long.
Yeah. Well, I think, I don't want to go too much, like, especially, into the ending and everything, but I liked his motivation. And, I was okay with who the killer was, but it was a little obvious once you start watching. But I think, because, we're already at 2 hours and 16 minutes. I think we should score this and move on, unless you have any other thoughts on the film before. But I'm just trying to...
No, it's a classic to me. I think it's one of the best.
I really like it. I'm glad. And so I had seen it on Tubi or something. And I was like, I need to own that. And that's when I went out and bought this. So I like it. I'm glad I have it in my collection. And
it follows kind of like your holiday horror movies.
Yeah, it does. It's like it's an event. So
yeah.
Man, 1 to 5 stars. Well, 0 if it completely sucked. 0 to 5 stars. Do you know where you're at with this?
I'm going off of a slasher scale. So I would say out of all the other slasher films out there, and especially the time period that this is, I would give this a 3.
Yeah. Oh, if I was just going off slashers, I would probably give it at least a 3.25, which would be a 6.5, which Balzer would love. But in general, I rate all films off of one scale. And so I think with that being said, I would give it a 3. I think it's a 2.5 is middle of the road. 3 is a better than middle of the road. 7, you're really getting into good company. 8, you're up there. So, which 7 would be a 6, would be a 3.5. A 4 would be an 8. Like that. So, That's why I think, I can't go to a 3.5. So I think a 3 is a very fair score based on, nostalgia plays a part of it. If we didn't have nostalgia at all, I might rate it a lot lower than 3, but I think 3 is a fair score for it.
Yeah, and a lot of these for me, especially the earlier ones, I kind of compare them to Final Exam, which is by far it'd be in my top 5 for one of my favorite slasher movies. So and for me, that's like, once again, just on a slasher scale, it would probably be like a 4 or a 4.5 for Final Exam.
Okay.
I love
See,
that.
and that's where, like, for me, a scale like that would be like one of my this time period would, like, Black Christmas, the original Black Christmas. And I think, as far as like a slasher film would go, Black Christmas, to me, the original one is going to get like a 4.5. It's a phenomenal movie. And that's where, if I put this up against Black Christmas, this is not near that level, but this is still a fun watch. So, but yeah, it's good. I like to have a reference point film. So that's good. I like that you have that. Jeff says 2.5, and that's fair. I see that. Sean says 4.25, but is that just because you like 4.2, Sean? Because you like 420? That's funny. Mario's watching Graduation Day now. Very nice. Hope you enjoy it. John, we watched another movie, and it's because of Mario that we watched The Unborn. That you have you know what? This might be good enough that I need a Blu-ray. I might keep an eye out while we're at looking for a Blu-ray. We didn't even announce. We have a thumbnail that is us looking like Elvis, and I made a Instagram story with Elvis music, Viva Las Vegas, because tomorrow morning I'm going out to Vegas to hang out with John. We're gonna go see a concert, The Fix, tomorrow night, Las Vegas. Wednesday is John's birthday. We're gonna have a fun week. We're gonna have a fun few days hanging out in Las Vegas. So. Bright Light City gonna set my soul on fire. But in the meantime, we have to talk about The Unborn.
Yes.
In starting to watch this, well, my whole thoughts. If I had to say one sentence about this, I say this is Scream meets The Exorcist. Is it on the level of those two films? No. But it's Scream meets The Exorcist. There's a scene toward the beginning of the movie where this girl is sitting on a couch talking on her phone, and I'm like, holy shit, this looks like Scream. I'm imagining what's her face, Blondie getting killed at the beginning of Scream.
Oh, Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, sitting there yapping on the phone or whatever, like at the beginning of this movie, and. Maybe we let John kind of give some more detailed thoughts on it, but I'll quickly read what it says about it on the back, and then we can dive into it. But The Unborn from 2009, and it's written and directed by David Goyer. Do you know David Goyer from anything else, John?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's David S. Goyer. He
Okay.
All the 3 Batman movies, Batman Begins. He's worked on the Superman stuff. He's
worked on, but not directed.
He was also the writers for like Blade, and then he directed Blade 3.
Oh, okay.
He did the original. Was it Goyer? Guyver, I think.
Oh,
it's
the
called.
Guyver, just
The
Guyver.
Yeah, I think he maybe did the second one. So he's huge. He's a big writer, and he does direct films, but he's a bigger writer than a director.
Nice.
And this is produced by Michael Bay.
That's why it sucked. I kid. Enter a world of unrelenting evil as terror finds a new form in The Unborn. From the producers of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake, it should say, and the co-writer of The Dark Knight co-writer of The Dark Knight, there you go. This shocking supernatural thriller about a young woman plagued by chilling dreams and tortured by a demonic ghost that haunts her waking hours. Her only hope to break the debilitating paranormal curse is an exorcism with spiritual advisor, played by Gary Oldman. See what lies beyond the doorway of our world in this nonstop nightmare of the undead. That's what
Okay.
it says on the back.
Now in Spanish.
Bippity boppity boopity. Taco burrito queso. I kid. But I watched it and I was like, you know what? It's not bad. And the funny thing is, John made me finish watching it before he would even start watching it in case I didn't like it and I wanted to turn it off. Because I've been known to do that. So I don't blame you, John.
Something that you turned off in 10 to 20 minutes. And it's like, I've already seen this a long time ago.
I don't blame you. But do you want to take us through the story a little bit or your thoughts or whatever on it?
Yeah, she's. I'll try not to give spoilers on this one.
It's good. Well, I recommend everybody. It's worth a watch. Before we go any further,
It's
so
not
that's
bad.
why I would be careful. We'll try to avoid major spoilers, but there's gonna be some spoilers here. So
Yeah, watch the unrated one. It's like a minute or so longer, but she's gorgeous. She looks like Megan Fox before the surgery.
Yes.
And they really love showing that picture of her looking in the mirror with her butt. So she is constantly in underwear and like this tight white shirt. She's at the beginning, she's jogging and she finds like a glove, and then she goes into the woods and she starts seeing things, and it's kind of like this little kid who looks like the Omen from the first movie, The Omen.
yeah, creepy little fucker.
Yeah, and it's one of these things where she starts hallucinating. There's like the creepy little kid from Malcolm in the Middle, the one that doesn't age, who has that disease.
Yeah.
That where he's always the same. He's there, and it's kind of hard to describe without ruining it.
Yeah.
So it's like Gary Oldman is good in it. He plays.
Yeah.
It's a Jewish like possession movie, which is rare. So it's kind of nice when they do something a little different. So.
Well, so and then I'll say on it, I think we can, to give enough to make you want to watch it. You have a girl who these things, are they in her head? Are they really happening? What's going on? There's like a blurred line there. Eventually, we kind of see there's like a demon. There's a possession, as advertised. And you find out there's a part of her past that she was unaware of that becomes known to her in the film that kind of creates, or is the result of, or the reason things are going on. And she learns that this thing about her past that she didn't know. And then, that pushes, and she's trying to figure out how to deal with this. And she learns, she goes to the library, she gets a book, and that's where she goes to seek the help from Gary Oldman's character. And at first he's like, we don't deal with this, and she pushes and then eventually convinces him, and they need, to do like an exorcism kind of thing to help her deal with her problem. So I think the interesting thing is what the problem is, what was part of her past is interesting. We'll tell you about that. And the result, what happens, and how they get there at the end. It's a fun ride. I enjoyed it. I thought in just the way it was shot kind of reminded me of Scream. This character she's not Sidney Prescott, but she's not on that level, but she's good. And I like the way it was shot. I like the pacing of it. I like the different layers to the story. I thought it was very well thought out and a well executed movie too. I thought it was put together pretty well. So that is where I am at with that. Any other thoughts or comments?
Well, David
on it,
Escoyer, he's a good writer. He's a good director. We also worked on The Crow. You got some good stuff here. The producers are good, so it's a good production. Everybody does a good job. I do like how people are positive. Like, they question it at first. Like her
Yeah.
boyfriend questions it. But then he doesn't say, "You're a psycho. Get away from me." Instead, he's like, "Okay, let's deal with this. Let's see." And then with even Gary Oldman, she's like, "So you believe me?" And he's like, "Well, I think you believe this. So I'm
Yeah.
willing to help you because of that." And
Yeah.
so everybody seems to be. Megan Good is in this. She plays the best friend, who is, God, I love Megan Good. She is so hot. And but the funny thing with her is that she's the one who does believe in all this, but doesn't at the same time.
Yeah.
And she even points that out. She's like, "But you're the one who believes in all this stuff. Why aren't you helping me?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so
And
it's funny.
that's where I think a good story about possessions or demons or ghosts, when you have people who don't believe, they're like, come on now, this is ridiculous. And then they see something that convinces them, that pushes them over to where they're willing to help. I like that, and I like when it's done well. Uh, Maybe just to mention, the Bride of Chucky. At the end, you have, the cop following him who's like, what's going on? And then once the cop sees Chucky as like, what the hell? And yeah, maybe that cop doesn't live to talk about it, but at least that cop
Right.
was able to get on the radio and go, these two kids, they're free to go. They're not doing this. So at least they got off. But it's nice when you finally, when the people that are saying these things are happen, when they're vindicated, but in a good way. So, it's not just, oh, somebody suddenly believes, but somebody experienced something to make them believe it. And so I think they did a good job with that in this.
Yeah, it also has James Remar, and
Oh,
I always say his name wrong. Is there
the,
I always say I can't,
Idris Elba.
thank
Yes.
you. I cannot pronounce his name to save my life.
I wanted to talk about the cast. Thank you for mentioning that. Because I did this. It's actually got quite a phenomenal cast. Sorry, every time I go looking at a different screen, it makes me all dark over here. Because I turned off my light because it's plugged into the computer, and like maybe that's one of the things screwing things up. But the cast. So Odette Annabelle is the main actress who, we see her in the little tidy whities and her butt a lot. She's great. And yeah, Idris Elba, who, we've known from tons of stuff, including Thor Ragnarok, The Losers, Mandela, a lot of different things.
Yeah, The Wire.
He's great. But so you mentioned James Remar, who I love because, The Warriors, but Dexter for me is what puts me over the top with him. But C.S. Lee is also in Dexter. If you remember the Asian guy who was also in forensics with Dexter, the guy who laughed like, that guy, who a younger version of him played in, in the Dexter prequel. And we got to see C.S. Lee in the new Dexter season, like as when they called down to Miami. But C.S. Lee and James Remar, both from Dexter, so I loved that. They're great. The cast is good, man. This was a really good cast. And they all acted very, very well. So, I can't speak highly enough about this movie for what it is.
Yeah, it's so funny what their advertising was on this. Here, I'll send it to you.
The budget was 16 million. The opening weekend was just under 20 million. Gross worldwide 76 million. So they made their money off of it. John is sending this to me. There's the picture. Yeah, evil will do anything to live, but that is definitely the picture. That's what they want you to see. No
That's
ifs,
the
ands, or buts. No
Buts.
excuses.
Nope.
Yeah.
That is the they. I mean, it's funny because she this is the advertising is her butt.
Yeah. 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 And it's I feel uncomfortable having that up there. I don't want YouTube to get too mad at
I
us.
don't.
Yeah. Oh, John. I wonder. Hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe let's do something here. Wait a minute. We got to go back here. I haven't done this in a while. I think I have this. Dang it. Why can't I find it? Hold on. Maybe if I go. Why? Don't tell me it's gone. Oh, I am sad.
Under the glow of the
I am so sad. I don't have sexy music on here anymore. I got that music. I was going to play the sexy music.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
It's a jelly donut. Dang it. Yeah, I was going to play the sexy time music, but I don't have it here anymore. That's that sucks a big fat. So there it is. That's not it, is it? No. That is very John Carpenter sounding music right there.
Sounds like it.
Oh well.
You don't know me, but I know you.
The Unborn. Want to play a game, John? I'm so disappointed I don't have sexy time music on here. I'm gonna have to put it back on there.
What game am I playing? You said, John, do you want to play a game?
I want to play a game. Here's what happens if you lose. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea.
You son of a bitch. That's Jigsaw. That's Tobin Bell, sir.
I don't know who that is. Is that like Bruce Campbell? I have no idea who that is.
Well, it was nice having John on the show with us for 24, 25 weeks now, or however long it was. But John's just mad because, oh no, I moved it over there because he doesn't have a fancy saw prop thing that I got. Anyways, whatever. I'm flustered. I'm flustered now, John. You have flustered me.
I'm sorry.
Let's rate this motherfucker. God damn it. The Unborn. 1 to 5 stars. I gave Graduation Day a 3. John gave Graduation Day a 3. Where would you put... Now, are you, for your scale, you're not going to rate this with a slasher, are you?
No, it would be more in possession type of stuff. So,
No.
or even Omen type of thing. So, I would give this, if we're going 1 through 5, I would still give this like a 3. It's enjoyable. She's hot. Love the different eye color that she keeps getting throughout the whole movie. She's in her tighty whities.
Yeah.
Megan good to look at. You know, I enjoy it. Did you notice that near the end during the exorcism that it was very much like Exorcist Believer? Like they stole.
Oh, yeah. No, Exorcist Believer like totally ripped this movie off. Like everybody standing around. Yeah. I did think of that when that was going on. And the fact that maybe they're doing an exorcism and we're not Catholic. Well, whatever. But I thought it was still a very good movie. I can excuse that because we didn't make any bones about it. It wasn't like we started off Catholic and then wandered over to Judaism. We started where we finished, you know. I give this on a 1 to 5. I give it a 3.5. It's a good movie. It's well put together. So, and I think maybe I do need to do an upgrade and get it on Blu-ray. I might need to. So if I find it for the right price.
Yeah, yours is kind of the same as mine. I don't like all the Spanish on it. That just bugs me.
Yeah.
I just,
No, and I have some films like that. Is what it is. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
John, have you watched Novocaine yet?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like it enough that you would purchase the 4K?
I would like, at some point I would like to buy it. I'd probably buy it at the same time as Companion. It has our boy in it, so.
Yes. No, it's great. So I was going to show this in my pickups a while back. but my son was watching it, so I couldn't. But there it is. The Soul Lonely, the pickup of the week. And it's a great movie, except for the fact that everything about it is terrible. That's the way all movies are when you're Jeremy Johns.
Well, this is one of the only things I got, but I don't want to really show it off because I'm going to do my own video on it.
Well, don't show it off then. Don't do it.
Well, I'll give a hint. So it's the
oh yeah.
it's a huge box set for the Rat Pack movies and stuff. So
Nice.
But I'm not going to open it. I'll do that on my
Like
own,
the Rat Pack.
my own video.
Very
So
nice.
yeah, 4
Very
movies, all my guys. So to me, Sinatra is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. My grandfather is buried very close to Frank Sinatra. Yeah, we can go. You come out here sometime. We can go and leave a bottle. A lot of people like to leave bottles of booze. I forget what Frank's drink of choice was, but there's something specific that he would drink that they would leave over there. Web Movie Once is Damn You're Still Live. We're only 2.5 hours in. Come on, man. You know me, Wet One. I have done 9 hours, so 2.5 is nothing. And it's funny, John, because we've talked about this where, I mean, for putting your butt in a seat and talking movies and everything, and then eventually needing to go to the bathroom or wanting to get a bite to eat or whatever, having other things going on, having to get up for work in the morning, 2 hours is a good time. But it's funny, I was looking, I've been looking a lot at our numbers, our stats and stuff, and analytics. That's the word I was looking for. The best horror movie Mondays, view-wise, are the ones that go over 3 hours. Like, by far. They get the most views. So, I think that's funny.
That's weird.
As much as by the time we get to 3 hours, John Ward's like, I'm dying.
I'm thinking every single time we get on here, I'm hoping 2 hours. So that's
well, and that's why I've always,
work.
I know, and that's why I've always told you, and I know you like to stick it out, but I've always told you, if you're tired, want to, call it an evening, I can, wrap up the show, without you. You can always bow out if it's too much for you. But yeah, it's funny because the views really do start piling up the longer we go. So we'll see how it goes. But
Well, then
everybody,
here, let's just sit here on our phones for like 20 minutes then.
yeah, because that will keep them coming. Thumbs up, everyone. Listen to the Wet One, everyone, if you would. Hit the thumbs up button if you have not
Wet,
already,
juicy,
please.
and saucy.
Do. Yes. Oh, so saucy. Let's see where we're at. What's funny, John, last week I put up a poll question and I forgot. I didn't even go look at the poll question at all. I don't even remember what the poll question was, but I put it up there last week. And so I didn't even bother. I was like, well, we should start putting up poll questions about, how people feel about the movie of the week. Are they going to go see it, or did they like the one that just came out or whatever? And I put that up, and I didn't even go and look at it. And I don't know if you can see the poll question after the fact. So look at that. The Creep IE Aftermath already has 700 views. Very nice. Thank you, everybody who's watched that. If you haven't, check it out. Hanging out with Wet Movie One. I had a blast. I'm not going to lie. Wet Movie One's video from Creep IE Aftermath is fucking hysterical. So you want to see something funny, you got to watch Wet Ones. So let's see if I can find. So last week's video was okay. It's right here. I'm going to go to it. Let's see if the poll question is still there. See chat replay, open panel. That's usually where the poll question would go, right? But I don't see the poll question at all. So I don't know. Maybe I won't be able to see it again, which is disappointing. Shame on me for putting up a poll and then forgetting about it. I thought that was funny. I thought I would mention that. Weapons hits digital at midnight. Talking Chucky, very nice. I saw. So Weapons, we're only a few weeks away from it coming out on physical. But if it's coming out digital tonight, if anybody hasn't seen Weapons, there you go. Weapons is phenomenal. It's one of the best movies of the year. This is going to be a tough year at the end of the year to discuss to figure out which movies were the best of 2025. Even just horror genre, there are so many that are just so good.
So
I see.
I have an idea for next week.
Okay, what's that?
I am on Letterboxd right now on your account.
Ooh,
Tell
on my
me-
account.
Yep, on OGP.
Okay.
I give you the review. You tell me what movie it is.
Oh, what reviews I gave?
Yeah.
Most movies I don't type in reviews.
Well, I got one here. So
Okay,
so
a
let's-
trial one here. Okay.
Let's test one. This is the
Okay.
okay. What movie is this? This is my absolute favorite movie ever. The twist, turns, and nuances were so well thought out that I'm always looking for something new every time I watch.
We're talking The Shining.
No.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it had to be one of those two. It was either one of those two.
Yeah. So we can look at maybe for next week. Just take a little bit of time. And
Oh,
I
that's
can just
funny.
kind of,
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, most of the time I just, put in a score. Every once in a while, I'll bitch about something, but yeah, no, but that Silence of the Lambs. Every time you watch it, every time it's like, I don't know. It's good. It's good.
It is.
I like
It's
that
very
movie. I'm disappointed. I can't see the poll. Maybe it just goes away or something. But it is what it is. I'd have to look in there more. Details, customization, languages, editor, comments, response unread, published. Yeah, I guess I can't see my poll from last week. Oh well, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I guess we can go home now, John.
sure. I got
you know-
Arrowverse to go watch.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, okay. I got a pack. I did not do that this afternoon. I went out, I washed the car, I put gas in the car, I got a haircut. Other thing I have to do, I have to go in the garage and dig through my movies to get a big pile of movies to take to Zia Records to trade in.
Maybe I'll look at that too. It's still early. I'll get my one episode in because I do that when I can every night since there's 10,000 episodes to watch. And then when I'm-
Oh, go ahead. No, finish.
honestly, so when
I'm a dick.
When I'm done with that, then maybe I can take a look through some stuff.
There you go. So tomorrow night we're going to see The Fix. Red Sky tonight. Red Sky tonight.
It will be my fourth time seeing it.
I like The Fix. They got a bunch of great songs. I'm very
they
much
do.
looking forward to that. Wednesday we're going to go to Zia Records.
Zia, yes, both, and then we'll grab food. We'll do breakfast and dinner and all that stuff. Maybe grab some of that little alcohol stuffy.
I like alcohol.
Yep, and then we'll watch. We'll do like what we normally do. You pick one from your stack, I pick one from my stack that we purchased. We'll watch them.
Okay.
Maybe if you're up for it, do some sort of review on the movie, one of the movies that we watched, like a drunken review. Something.
I'm always up for it. And so yeah, no, that we should mention that John wants to start doing drunk movie reviews with me. I don't think he knows what he's getting himself into. He needs to watch some more of me and Fluffy's drunk movie reviews. I will. I can't make any promises. You should just watch some of the. When I get drunk, I get drunk. So.
But I don't think that it would be the same as before because last time, unless we're just doing beer, because I don't think you want to do the hard stuff, right? Like
No, correct. But with drunk movie reviews, when Fluffy and I did those, it was always just beer. But it would get to the point where I'd be so shit-faced, empty beer cans would start flying around the room, and just we had a good old time. But I don't need to get that drunk. So, but we can have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, and then we'll I don't know how long you want to stay, but Thursday is open. I think that's when I would go get sushi if you were going to take off early. And then Friday, I would probably go see Conjuring or maybe Spinal Tap. And then Saturday is that convention that has Derek Mears at it.
Isn't that also Friday night too? I don't think I can stay till Saturday, but I think it's also Friday night as well. I think he's going to be there, free admission.
Yeah, whatever the first day is, I'm gonna go and see if he'll sign my. Well, I know he will, but sign my Swamp Thing Funko Pop. So.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna bring my my Friday the 13th Blu-ray that he signed for me a long time ago. I think like 2019. So I want him to hold like Swamp Thing, and I'll hold Friday the 13th because it's a free photo, and then we'll take it together with both.
Okay. Yeah. Is this? Anyways, no. I was just curious. I was looking to see what was going on over at the good old Double Down Saloon on like Thursday night, TV party night. But it also says Atomic Mayhem and Wyatt in the Ashes. So I don't know if those are bands or if it's because we've been there before where it was just TV. They just played shows on a TV, and it was not cool.
Well, I do need to save a little bit of money, and going to one of those places can be pricey. So.
Oh no! Of course. I mean, it's your birthday week. I wouldn't expect you to. One night only, party night, whatever that is. Rodney Dangerfield back to school. What the shit is that? I don't know.
That's his movie, Back to School.
I understand that, but why is that? Why is Double Down Saloon advertising why back to school?
Oh,
Thursday?
maybe they're gonna just play it, like you said. Maybe they're just gonna have people watch it and drink.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. But anyways, I'm always good for something like that. But maybe Thursday we'll do some type of live stream or something somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody would like that. But look out for videos coming from me and John hanging out over the next few days.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna go. I got to pack. Basically, all I need to do is my movie list. I gotta put that and
Batteries.
a chapstick, and I'm good to go. I roll like what's his name? The one guy who just goes Reacher. He just takes a toothbrush. I just go with chapstick. Batteries.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, bye.
And bye.
What were you gonna say? And they.
Oh, I was gonna say, and I cleaned, so everything is nice and clean.
Oh, good. Very nice. Thank you. Balzer says shirtless drunk movie reviews, hard nipples and beer. Oh, maybe John and I will have a nipple flicking contest. You know, you ever see they have that new sporting John, don't you dare. This is a PG family friendly show. But you ever see that show where they sit there across the table and slap each other called Power Slap?
No.
Maybe. Yeah, it's like a new thing. Dana White, who owns UFC, started Power Slap. It's just these big guys that just slap the shit out of each other.
I used to work for Dana White. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, I sniffed his car seat. What are you gonna do?
Oh.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't know where that came from. But maybe we start a new thing. We could start this at the Double Down Saloon. We'll get them to sponsor us, and it will be instead of Power Slap, it'll be Power Flick, and we'll be flicking nipples. John, have you ever had somebody flick your nipple?
Yes.
And now, did you feel the sting from head to toe, like electricity, like you were being?
My nipples are sensitive. That's why I like to pull on them.
I'm telling. So, at a job I had years and years ago, we would just walk by. Of course, you don't do it to the girls, but most of them had bras, so you wouldn't, get the same effect anyways. But you would just walk by one of the guys and just bow and get them right on the nipple, and it is just like it's like you see the videos of people being tased. It's like that. They're just like, down for the count. When you get a good one, I love flicking nipples. There's nothing like.
Well, how about instead of that,
John? You know what? I love flicking nipples. There's nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
I haven't played her in a while. We had to do that. Sorry.
Instead of that, let's do this. Let's play Smith Rock. And what I do is I just come up to you and slap you repeatedly, and you do nothing.
That, sir, might get you killed.
Well, no, because you would be Chris Rock, so you would just stand there and
Oh,
take
Smith.
it.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, no. You slap me, and then all of a sudden, I'm coming.
We can't
We
see
can't
it.
see
Where
it.
is
Balzer's comments, and damn you, Balzer. There you go. I'm
There
coming
it is.
out like this, and it's going down. Yeah,
It's definitely going down.
I don't know how to make that go away now. There we go. You don't want to slap OGP. I know firsthand
I
experience. You don't
really
want to do
don't,
that.
Tom. I really don't. But
Yeah.
some things.
So,
have to be done, Tom.
yeah. But we'll figure out something to do. It'll be, we'll have a good time. It'll be all right. Oh, I don't think I showed this one.
That is awful.
Did you send this one? No, I sent that to you. Or vice versa? I don't remember who did.
I think
But
you
that
sent
is-
it to me. Yeah.
That is fucking hysterical right there. I don't care who you are. You know those girls, right? You've seen those girls before,
they're-
right?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah. But instead of The Exorcist, which is funny because we just talked about the movie The Unborn with the exorcism, but it's The Exorcist. I didn't show that. I missed that one earlier. I got too distracted with Taylor Swift over here. What are you gonna do?
It's understandable.
Yeah. So we'll get the baby oil out. There you go. You get baby oil up the nips, and then bam, we're game on. That's what we'll do. So we'll figure it out though. But John, it's been fun tonight.
It has. Been.
Sorry for keeping you up well past your bedtime.
It's okay.
So go drink your Ensure, put on your adult diaper, and call it a night.
You know, I thought because I am at that age where I wake up like 4 times a night to go pee. I thought of what if I just wore a diaper, and I could just like instead of getting up and going to the bathroom, I could just pee in the diaper and then fall back to sleep.
Yeah, you're giving me more reason to think twice about spending a few days at your place.
Oh, when we get drunk, we're trying those on and doing it.
Okay, yeah, there you go. It'll look like sumo wrestlers. Instead of wearing the sumo thing, we're wearing adult diapers. Jesus Christ. Oh God, we're not. None of this is going to happen, everybody. Just so you know. But there should be some fun videos coming from Vegas in the next few days. So, John's got some fun stuff on his channel. John talking about trauma movies. Me kind of whispering about trauma movies because you can't really hear my audio. But I'm in there with him, I promise. But you get to hear John's
If
voice.
people
actually.
like that, what is that called? Where people just whisper in and they kind of get
It's
off.
John, it's ASMR.
Yes.
And everybody really loved when I did the ASMR Dollar Tree movie hunting video. It was phenomenal. I would go into Dollar Tree and I was whispering because I didn't want the Dollar Tree employees to know that what I was doing. So I would ASMR, and it got everybody all hot and bothered.
Oh,
with my
I mean,
deep-
I
my deep
understand
voice.
because I'm getting moist.
Just what you do is you set your sack on your speaker, and then I just kind of talk really low like this, so you get that vibration in there a little bit. Yeah. So there you go. I think looking at my subscriber count now, we're probably down 60, 70 subscribers now. But what are you gonna do? So, be sure you checked out to John's channel over there, and like, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already, please. Check
do.
out my video. Check out Wet Movie One's video from Creep IE, and hopefully sometime in the near future, you very well may see me talking with Cool Duder about his movies. That may happen. I don't see me doing a video with David Sterling, but maybe Cool Dude
I
talking
have
about his movies.
Nothing to say about David Sterling.
Ooh, not a Zilch Zero.
He has made me mad. Long time ago when I met him, he goes, "One of these days, I'm going to piss you off and you're going to stop talking to me." Well, I've stopped talking to you.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay. Well, we're going to go home now. John, thank you. I'll see you next Monday here. Same bat time, same bat channel. In the meantime, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live stream for Balzer and all. I drive out to Vegas tomorrow. Maybe
There you
I'll
go.
let everybody watch the road. Balzer has been asking me to do that for a long time. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. Gotta go. Gotta pee.
Me too.
Okay, bye.
It's Horror Movie Monday, you already know. Chills in the air, and the tension's low. OGP steps up, setting the tone. Always in charge, yeah, sitting on the throne. Sean Ward steps in with a confident stare. Nipples getting hard from the icy glare. Bowser's in the back, creeping through the dark. Lurking in the silence like a phantom arc. It's Horror Movie Monday, lights down low. Screams on the screen, let the madness flow. We laugh, we jump, we scream, we play. Every week it's thrilling in a twisted way.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Fuck you!